Oh, all the exciting things my character gets up to.
You get to live. Be happy.
This is true.
It is a start, yes. And,
Barely after burning a fate point, yes.
yes. And we're already at this end.
Okay, so if we're
Death
ready
of
to start, I
destruction.
will begin. We return to our stalwart companions, as they are still under fire and in danger of being slain, as their poor captain has been, who unfortunately has died of his wounds. Which is to say, he got shot in the face a lot with a heavy bolter. There's not a whole lot left.
Could I get a control lead of the battle map, please? Thank you.
You're welcome.
In the
Alright.
interest of something really quick, his servo skull is still hovering at the ground near his corpse.
Looking
Yes, it is.
forlorn.
I don't think I can look anything. We
It's
are
a
at the
skull.
top of turn, and it is Desdemona's maneuver.
Right. Okay.
Things are, well, they haven't gone completely tits up, but they're not going well.
Tits are sideways.
I'd say once somebody dies, things have gone completely tits up.
Yeah, but she doesn't care about who died.
Did he die face up or not?
Hey,
Yes.
hey! The whole reason she's fighting is that she thinks he's still alive.
Good point. Anyway,
Yeah.
continue.
Okay. Well, I might as well use my new talent then.
Which one is that?
Hip firing. So I can fire on the move now.
Blap, blap, blap. Yep, go on.
So popping over there. Right. Well, I guess 2 shots, because 2 pistols.
Yes.
Servitor 24 and 21.
Very well.
Those are both hits.
Okie dokie. Give me a moment as this thing loads. Sorry, for some reason the Game Master manual loads very slow.
It's big.
It is a pretty big book.
Okie dokie. You have struck 24 and 21 once each, so let me just check where they're hit. Go ahead and, I don't even think they can. Well, they're going to try. They do not dodge at all, so go ahead and roll your wounds. You think I did enough on that first one there, butthole?
No, I don't think so, actually.
Christ.
Desdemona knows how to shoot.
30...
Hey, Tio, is there any way to
4, so
put in
53?
there for the exploding parts of, like, once we get, like, 10s on this?
There is a syntax for that. Give me a second, I'll look it up.
Thanks.
Yeah,
You
'cause
struck
actually, for all
24
we
in the
know-
body and 21 in the head.
Yeah, it's actually hard to know when it happens with that.
Yeah, because you could have even gotten it there and we wouldn't know. That could be like a 10 and a 5.
Right. Doesn't matter, it probably is enough anyway, but...
There we go. Yeah, no, he's not living through that. 24's torso is obliterated, and the rest of him kind of just falls apart. 21 might actually live through this.
Oh, my
Yes, he
bad.
does.
Hold on. I forgot, sorry. Minus
Forgot
1
what?
damage on those, and plus 4 pen.
Oh, alright, fair enough. Well, first one's
Yeah.
still dead, that changes.
Yeah,
at
I
least
just
a little.
forgot that I was using those bolts from before.
Okay. He is still standing, but your shot to the head has almost torn it completely free. You only see one eye, like, blinking balefully at you. The other half is just kind of gone.
Yeah,
Sigismund, you're on the floor. Dead.
I'm going to assume
You
it's because
embrace
he
the
was.
Emperor.
I'm going to assume it was because he was left laying on the floor in a pile of molten helmet.
Yeah, that would probably do it.
Can I roll into initiative so you can remind me I'm sleeping every turn?
No.
I'll remind you though, you're sleeping.
Yay!
Alright, the servitor's turn. Yeah, they're no faster than they were before. That's still probably isn't close enough.
Yeah, I don't
Not
think I
really,
explode on 9s, so...
The rest of them work on the gun and get it working again, but still not turn. Alright, so what can these lot do? That's really it. They just kind of move forward. Alright, that turn is done. Skiff.
I shall continue the pattern of helping, and yeah, I'm going to semi-auto at the advancing line. 22, and if I get enough hits, I might allocate some to 20.
Fair enough.
Let's see here. Switch games. It's not D20 plus something. God damn it. Okay, there we go. Roll a D100.
That would hit.
Definitely produces plenty.
How many successes is that?
That is... Damn, that is one too high for me to get 4.
So
So
3
just-
successes.
3 successes, which means only 1 additional hit. So I'll put both of them into Servitor 22.
Okay. He hasn't tried to
Pick
dodge yet,
after
so
the first shot hits if the guy's dead or not.
Oh,
he cannot
right,
dodge
right.
it. You may hit. You may shoot. Pew pew. Do your wounds.
Yep. Yep, just double checking what the damage on this pistol is. 2d10 plus 2 pen 4. There we go. First hit.
Still
Roll.
standing.
Minimum. Second hit. Didn't.
Okay, let me just double check. Still standing. You have one more, I believe.
Nope, that was semi-auto. I get 1 extra hit per 2 degrees of success.
Ah, so just the 2.
Yep.
Yeah, it's still standing. It looks badly banged up. You managed to nail it in the head, I believe. Double checking.
Yep.
I know, right arm. So you almost tore its right arm free, but it's still coming at you.
Yep,
These things
that's
are
all I
tough. They're standing in the open to take this shit, and they just keep coming.
It's a pop gun. What do you want from me?
I don't know. Alright, it is now time.
It's always time. It's currently 3:20.
Amosin, please roll yourself into initiative.
It's Miller time?
No. And yes, I'm working on it. That's is that a D10?
D10 plus
Mhm.
plus agility mod.
Yeah,
so
so it's going to
D10
be
plus
huge.
12. Right, I don't have
Christ.
anything to roll off of here, so
Oh,
there you go.
He beat Desdemona by 1. So you go first. Okay, so here's what happens to you. You've been following the Monkai. At least you think they're all Monkai. Maybe not,
Most
though.
of them are.
And they interest you because they might be the owners of that big ship that's arrived. And frankly, you're tired of this planet.
Yes,
it
leave,
sucks.
please.
And you would rather risk revealing yourself to Monkai and them panicking and you being forced to kill them and thereby steal their ship than stay another day on this fucking planet. It's just, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Now, you've been following them quietly and they've been more or less fine up until they talk to some floozy. At least you assume it's a floozy. You can't tell with Monkai.
It's a Monkai.
And then these huge, rough robotic servitor things came up. You didn't understand what's going on in the slightest up until they started shooting at one another, and then you kind of got the picture. They seemed to handle themselves well enough until one of them took a very great deal of bolter fire to the head, and from then you just kind of watched blandly as one of them at least showed some skill at combat. She moved fairly quickly. She seems to at least be a little competent.
The slamming into walls wasn't so graceful, but
Yeah, well, she keeps flailing and slamming herself into the floor every time she tries to jetpack off, which is funny to watch more than anything. So hey, there's that.
You know what? I want to see you try it.
hey, if I had a flip though, I'd show you.
Yeah, well, but point is that at this stage, however, you've grown not bored, but you've realized the tide could very quickly swing in the servitor's favor, and since they've done a good job, but it's time to show them how it's properly done.
I want to leave.
Besides, this is the perfect moment for you to sweep in heroically and save the day. This might make them like you slightly more.
This is where I yell Eldar and shoot at him.
Yeah, it's entirely possible, but you're fairly certain you can take her at this stage. She is a bit wounded. And she's fast, but you've had the measure of her. You're faster.
Well, I see where I am.
Especially because she's out of ammo at this stage.
Apparently.
Yeah, Desdemona needs to reload. She just had the 2 shots left, and now she's empty.
How good is this cover right here?
I believe we established it as heavy.
16.
I meant specifically, has this one been shot at?
No. Only this one's been. As you can fucking tell.
Well, yes. All right.
I mean,
well,
it has been shot at, but none of their guns penetrated its armor, so it didn't matter.
Then for now, there's no reason to move because it's obvious what the best solution is.
Run away.
Grenade.
Yes, drop a grenade right here.
Alright, go ahead.
I mean, the Eldar plasma grenades have a radius of 4 meters, so it will hit everything.
I know, you still need to roll. Bug munch.
Yes. Desmona, you've used grenades before. How the hell does this work?
I don't remember.
God damn it.
Really? Oi.
Isn't it just a
Ballistic skill test. You're just
Yeah.
trying to hit a very easy target.
If you miss, it goes in a random direction.
It scatters.
Don't know the roll for that, but alright.
Ballistic
Worry
skill.
about
You
that
roll
later.
ballistic skill.
Yes, I know. I meant the roll for scattering.
Oh, that I have. I have that.
Oh, I don't have the... Hold on a second.
Because there's a danger that if it scatters towards you, it would be in radius 4, you blow yourself up, and it's hilarious.
At least
I
the cover
cannot-
would help.
I cannot copy the macro from Sig.
Let's see here.
On that note, by the way, when we're done here, could you copy Desdemona back to the base sheet? Because I've done some editing for her bolts, so we don't have to keep reminding about them anymore.
Chris, if you drag the fancy D100 macro from any of our tokens onto the campaign tab, then Ian can drag it from there onto his own token.
Ta-da!
Oh, I guess I have to reopen the campaign tab. Nope, not there.
Yeah, it's not there right now. At least I'm hoping that Chris enabled players have access to campaign macros when he started the server.
Wouldn't have turned it off, so...
It's off by default. I might have told you to turn it on.
Hold on, I have a solution.
Oh, alternatively,
Okay, got it.
impersonate
put it
one
off the-
macro, select the other, drag it over.
Oh, would I to have impersonated? Yeah, that would have been the thing. Alright, well, whatever. I have it now. Doesn't matter.
Okay, carry on.
Okay, let's, my ballistic skill is not the best, but... I mean, it's a 30.
Go on, I want to see you blow yourself up, son.
Nope!
Yay!
I'm debating whether to use it. I had 2 fate, fuck it.
Okay, go on.
An
Alright,
inauspicious start.
fine, it scatters. I'm not... That's better than 80.
Excuse me while I determine where
Which
it scatters
square
to.
are you
Please scatter
aiming
towards you.
for?
I am aiming for the top red square that signifies the bolter. It's that one. What are the scatter rolls?
You can go look them up yourself if you want. It lands... I'm trying to figure out how to draw this. Oh, I can just...
Oh, alright, that'll still hit a fair amount of them.
Yeah, so you said 4 meters?
Yeah. That'll hit everyone but 2 of them, it looks like.
Hold on. Oh, there you go. That hits everyone but,
3 in the
3?
top rank.
3,
Yeah.
yes.
3 of the top rank. Okay,
But it
go
hits
ahead
the
and
heavy
roll wounds.
bolter.
I know
Aw.
the heavy bolter is fucking gone. And
I
That
wanted
accomplishes
that.
what I wanted to.
but go ahead and roll wounds for your thing. I'll roll to see how many of these guys survive. know, if any.
Eldar Plasma Grenade is 1d10 plus 6.
None of them.
Oh, Jesus.
So 7.
Actually, that's kind of odd, isn't it? Why does the d10 get a 1, but the d5 and d2 manage to get zeros?
I don't know. How'd you do that?
Should I roll
I'm-
again?
I'm thinking there's a division error a rounding error in there.
Should I roll again?
Yeah, roll again. I can't accept a 0 as an answer, so
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
Yeah, just roll up.
Alright, there you go.
Alright, so what's the pen on this?
So, that's 8 plus 6, that's 14, and it's a pen of 4.
Okay. None of them dodged. Just double checking something. Pen of 4, you say?
Yes.
Well, they're all still standing, but they look beat to shit. I mean, they're all covered in like plasma burns, and some of them are like teetering. But their heavy bolter is gone, but they're not all looking at where you are, like
Well,
as a
yes.
horde.
But it doesn't take much of an action to throw a grenade and get the fuck
You
back.
still have a half action left.
Yeah.
You're in cover. You want to get out of cover?
Not particularly.
You should get out of
Just
cover.
checking.
That doesn't seem like a good idea.
You want to brown your shorts?
So, should I roll like awareness to figure out what the hell just happened?
You don't need to roll awareness. Someone has chucked a grenade into that from over here.
It's also
You're not
pretty obvious
sure
there's a plasma
pers-
grenade.
Yeah, you're not sure who chucked it. It's just too distant to tell. Someone did, though. There's definitely a person there, and they definitely just chucked a plasma grenade to, deal with that. None of the servitors are down, but the fucking heavy bolter is gone.
It was definitely the rotting fruit vendor who owns that stall.
I'm just checking if there's anything that's worth doing with a half action.
Well, if that vendor was selling plasma grenades, I should have bought some of his goods.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't see anything. I'm going to assume a psi ability is full action.
Yeah, they're like an actual action, yes.
Oh yeah. They're a focus test, and I believe that's
Mhm.
full.
Yeah, you have to really sit there.
Actually,
and
no.
just...
Wait. It says focus powers varies.
It depends
Some of
on
them
what
are fast
power
ones.
you're doing.
So yeah, I'll go double check if any of mine are half actions.
Fair enough. Some powers are designed to be used quickly.
Yes, like my armor would be nice.
I don't know if that one is, but
I'm just saying it'd be nice.
You're supposed to cast mage armor before the battle.
hot.
I mean, that's a fair point.
Well, while he's doing that, unless he throws lightning out somehow, and I don't think that's going to be one of them, Desdemona, it's your turn.
Oh wait, hang on a second.
What?
He does
Can
have
you
like
throw lightning out?
He has a crush attack with telekinesis.
I do have a crush attack. I also have force bolt.
I'm aware. I don't think any of that is quick.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the telekinesis discipline.
Okay, and
It says activation time half action, just at telekinesis discipline, and then it says it nowhere else.
oh, well then all of them are. So yeah, half action
I
for any
suppose so. Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's a table. All of them are half actions. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'll put my armor on myself.
How much?
That's the question, isn't it?
Well, you're all the way over there. If you want a perils, go all right fuck ahead.
Yeah, we're
That doesn't-
distant.
okay,
You
that doesn't
tearing
actually
a
mean
veil open
anything.
will kill us.
It can summon a demon.
No, it can do a lot
I
worse.
can leave.
If it tears the veil open too badly, he could summon a demon invasion, and this whole planet, this whole sector is screwed.
Yeah,
Well, at that point, I'm leaving.
That would be the wise decision, yes. And here's the thing.
Okay.
He's an Eldar. If that happens, there's only one demon who's responding. Slanesh. You're going to want to get out of here fast.
But they're the demons that know how to party.
I know. That's why you want to get out of here fast.
Alright.
Nurgle's at least slow.
I'm gonna go the safe route.
The safest, or...
No, I can take the middle route and still be fairly safe. I took a talent.
Mhm.
Just let him do it.
Go on, I'm just,
Did you look at my
enjoying it.
talents? Did you look at my talents?
I have.
You saw Wander's familiarity?
I think I did.
Choose
lets him
one
choose
result
on the table.
on the psychic phenomena chart, and when rolling for it, I can substitute that result for any effect I roll on the psychic phenomena chart.
Which one did you pick?
Memory
worm.
Everyone within visual range of him forgets something trivial.
God damn it.
It says trivial. It can't be anything actually important. It's just funny.
You're obnoxious.
It is funny, though.
Something trivial. This will be fun to think of.
You forget that you didn't tie your shoe, but then if you trip over it, it's not trivialing anymore, so that can't happen.
Desdemona, you forget the name of the chapter you used to be a part of.
That's not trivial.
It is, for her.
No, it
doesn't matter
isn't.
anymore.
It's important to her.
I'm not
But
within
besides-
range.
Yeah, I can't see her, and she can't see me, so...
You forget your mother's social security number.
I mean, yeah, that would count. If you don't need it for anything, then yeah, it's trivial.
You forget
anyway.
where you live. No. I'll think of something interesting.
You
Don't
forget,
worry.
yeah.
you forget where you lived as a child would be trivial.
Okay, so, right, I had to roll against willpower,
Mm.
and I just have to double check things, as Eldar like to do everything differently.
While he's
Right.
doing that, Skullhat, I figured out what's wrong with the roller. If you'll just copy the code from the one on Skethko Uit's token into everyone else's, pretty
Hold on a
please.
second.
I passed, we're good.
Just doing some stuff.
But yeah, the code for rolling at 100 properly is rolling a 0 to 99 and checking, did I roll 0? Yes, okay, set it to 100. But it was still using the as a 0 value for D5s and D2s. So, corrected.
Alright, everyone now has the correct macro. Now then, where are we? Yes, you succeeded on your super psyche superpowers. Do your thing.
Yes, so now I have 3 additional armor everywhere.
Nice.
Yes, it's very helpful.
Desdemona, please roll me a perception-based check.
Well, I think
There's a
I
fucking
passed.
witch over there. Like, straight up, that was psionic powers. There's a psyker over there, and you kind of doubt it's like an astropath or something to that degree. There's a fucking witch over there. You better go burn it.
Yay!
And not only that, that's actually high enough to realize it's probably a Xeno witch on top of that, cause, or at least a really heavily mutated one, because they're way too thin. Their body type is just wrong.
Hmm.
Alright, so Desdemona, it's your turn.
Well, she wants to kill the witch.
Yeah,
But-
right.
Go.
Big
There are a
butt
lot of
here.
servitors in the way, I'll point that
Yes,
out.
and I also need to spend pretty much a round reloading.
Yeah, you're kind of out of shots.
I
Completely.
could do
You're empty.
both. I could do both pistols in a single round, but it's going to take the whole round.
The round, yes. Well, it's that or not have a weapon.
Yeah,
Or-
so she's reloading and just holding there.
Gotta reload. Alright, so you reload. Servitor's turn.
March, 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 march.
Ah, so they can get over it, alright. Yes, hello.
Hi. So they just bum rush you. There's no other word for it. They all collectively turn and charge.
Yeah,
just-
well,
Cluster around you, proceed to attempt to beat the shit out of you with their giant metal fists of death.
they've so far proven to be clumsy, so
Yeah, that doesn't translate to... Well, we'll see, shall we?
this is why I put armor
they
on.
have... Okay, I'm just checking there what their melee weapon is. Alright, so I need to see if any of them actually hit, and I'll tell you if one does and whether or not you can try your dodge.
I'm going to assume... Actually, do they have melee weapons?
They do.
Huh.
Miss. Okay, one is hit. Would you like to try and dodge it?
I mean...
You can also parry, depending on what your
Yes, I have a sword. I'll parry.
Well, is your weapon skill greater than your dodge?
No.
Dodge,
I'll dodge. Sure.
because you're Eldar.
Dodge.
I dodged.
Okay, moving on. Another hit. You can't dodge
Figures.
this one unless you have
Nope.
some sort of thing going on. So,
Nope. Can I parry it, actually? Or is that the same?
The same. You get one, you choose.
Alright.
Okay, he's going to punch you in the face now. Like, in the face, he rolled a 1. He's going to punch you in the face.
I have the same armor everywhere, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, this might not even get through. We'll see. Double checking.
It's kind of funny how you could specify, but a lot of the armors just have armor everywhere.
Yeah, mostly.
As it is, I have AP 7 at the moment. It isn't bad.
So, 13 impact damage, and it's a shocking weapon.
Alright, so some of that is going to get through, unfortunately. He rolled high, didn't he? No, he didn't. He rolled completely average. That hits hard. Why does that hit so hard?
They're strong.
So I am going to die in the first session, alright.
Yes. The servitors, these are battle servitors. They're designed to fight things, and they're not too bad at it. They're basically Terminators. They're walking Terminators, okay?
That's a legit value, but how did you get impact in the middle there and shocking on the outside?
Sorcery.
Typos. That's how you did it.
No, sorcery. Shut up. No,
That's
it's shocking is
interesting.
a condition, and impact is the type of damage.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the roll here in MapTools. The
Oh.
format.
Yeah,
Yeah,
how did you get impact into the roll?
I simply typed the word impact next to the math.
And
so.
it decided to be lenient. Figure.
Huh. Alright,
It's weird.
well, that's 6 to get through, unfortunately. Because it does hit hard. Actually, that's kind of funny. 2 of
It's
them
very
can't
easy
even
to do.
punch,
It takes
can they?
no effort.
Yeah, but what I mean is that shouldn't be valid syntax. It should be asking you for a value for the variable potatoes.
Yeah, it should be going,
But it's
what
not.
is this? What is this thing in here?
It's being silly. Carry on.
Carry on. Where was I? That was 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 more to go.
Yeah. I might be dead in the first session. Who knows?
I put you there because it was close to them, and I wanted to tempt you. I wanted you to basically throw a grenade and run. Your decision was throw a grenade and tank. I'm not the one who decided. I'm the Thick Eldar. I'm going to sit here and take it.
To be fair, I didn't expect them to be able to clamber over it.
That's true, but then again, the good news is their chances of hitting are really poopy.
Yeah, just 2 have managed to hit so far.
Unfortunately, 1 also manages to hit, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, so now I might actually be dead.
Yeah, could happen. Some heroic adventure, huh?
I've started up NetHack before and immediately saw the gravestone.
Jesus.
Yeah, holy fuck.
Uppercut.
Yeah, seriously, I think I might actually be dead.
What's
That
your
was
armor?
fast. Welcome to Warp Trader. My name is Skullhat.
Yep,
I'll be
yep,
your
yep.
DM.
My
Don't roll
armor
an
is
Eldar who goes
7,
to melee.
additionally.
And your toughness?
Oh, you're right. I was completely forgetting toughness, actually.
You need to minus your toughness from these hits, please.
Yes,
Including the
yes,
previous
okay.
one.
But it's still only a toughness bonus of 2.
Okay.
Off every hit.
Off every hit, yes. Alright,
Now-
so that lowers the wounds I get from the first one to 4. Which means from this one I'll get...
Minus your armor, including your new
7.
psychic power, and minus your toughness.
7, yeah, which does put me 1 over my wounds.
1
Flop.
critical damage.
Yeah, god damn it.
Also, I need you to roll a toughness test to not be stunned, as these are shocking.
Well,
Oh, that
that's just gonna happen.
Came at you with stun batons.
Shocking fists, actually.
My toughness is 20, it's gonna happen. Look, there it is.
Okay, you're stunned and unconscious and probably slowly dying.
Jesus. Yeah, my
Wait.
entire plan would have changed if I knew they could get
Is he
over this
unconscious?
thing.
I mean, it's just 1 over the wound limit.
Is he unconscious is a good question. Let
I
me
don't
check.
think he's unconscious yet.
I did not know they could
But-
clamber over this cover. I thought it was like a person high.
Oh, we were clambering in and out of it.
Yeah, you guys were clambering all over this
I knew
shit.
Desdemona was, but she has a jump back.
No, almost everyone was, at some point or
Yeah.
another. Previous fights,
I-
everything. These,
I guess-
I made it clear these things are only like, they're like stands, only like up to your hips, maybe.
It's not clear to me.
You played the Eldar who's made of soft tissue paper and decided, I'm going to just take this on. I got this, guys. I'm not going to move. I'm just going to
It's
stay
like I
nice
told
and
you.
close.
I thought I was safe.
Guys,
I'll mute it, Skull Hat, and play
Well,
it.
is that if they're going to throw grenades? I thought this was the more merciful option. No, you're not unconscious. You're just... I mean, I guess we need to roll the critical table, don't we?
1 over.
Yeah.
You don't roll.
Would you
on
like to
it.
do the honors? Because you did get credited.
it's not.
You don't roll.
Hmm.
We've been over this before. You don't roll on the critical table. It's how much damage goes over your wounds,
Okay.
which is 1.
Yeah, he takes 1 impact credit.
What did that last one hit to?
Location.
Oh. Head.
Again with the head? Jesus.
He rolled a 4. And they can't hit you on... Their weapon skill is low, don't worry. It's just the only time they ever hit you
got
is when they roll
stupid
really low.
lucky.
Yeah. Well, there was a lot of them, so... 2 of them can't even get in there.
Okay, I'd expect to make a challenging toughness test or suffer a level of fatigue. That's
I
actually
really
not
wish
that
that
bad for a
table was
critical
easier to
hit.
get a hold of for me.
Wait, don't you reverse the digits in that table?
A 4 is a 4.
A 0,
A
wait, no.
4 is
A
a
0-4
0-4.
becomes a 40.
No, in that case, it hit your body. Is that better or worse?
It should be slightly better, actually.
If target is not wearing armor, they take a level of fatigue from painful last... Oh, wait, no, that's rending. Sorry, hold on. Right, it goes a bit weird. What does stunning do, exactly?
Toughness test. Stunning? I think you just lose a turn.
Is that
Let me
all
go
it
check
is?
this.
Oh,
Here we
so
go.
then I'm
Stunned
dead.
characters cannot take actions, including free ones. Opponents receive plus 20 to hit.
Oh, so I'm dead.
God.
Alright, well, the impact critical effect was just that you can only take a half action, so it does nothing.
Yeah, well, there you go then. They'll be tearing you limb from
Christ.
limb next turn.
Yeah, can I do anything? A fate point? Something?
I will allow you to spend a fate point to negate the effects of being stunned.
On my turn, presumably. Do you mean
No, now,
spend
just
or
now.
burn?
Spend. Just spend 1, and you're no longer
Alright.
stunned. You remove a minor effect. And it is, technically speaking, a minor effect. Same with
It's
poison
not
and
death,
whatnot.
so it's minor.
Basically, yes. So yes, you may spend 1 to negate that having happened. It's just gone.
Sure, I'll do that. I know these are slow, so we just get the fuck away from them.
Yeah, there's a reason they're so slow. If they weren't slow, they'd just run over to you every time and beat you to death every time. So
Yeah, seriously.
the guns are more of a formality than anything on these guys. Now then, where was I? So that was the servitor's turn for the most part. These guys gotta go, though.
So yeah, I'll spend
Hold
my
on.
remaining
They're
fate points to do whatever.
slow, and the ones in the far rank managed to do an 8-meter move as a half action?
No, they charged.
Okay.
They're
can
allowed. They
charge
can move
over-
double and hit something.
They can
just like in
charge
D&D.
over the cover?
Yes, actually, they actually have a thing for that.
Oh.
They're
Okay.
designed partially to do that because they're supposed to be behind a line of cover, shooting the oncoming enemy. When they get close, they charge over and punch you in the face.
And they're street brawlers, apparently.
They're pretty good at that.
They've got big
Well,
fists.
Would you rather them have chain axes? I can have chain axes instead. Because that's the
How
other
about
option.
how about I shoot them? Can I
How about
can I
you
shoot
shoot
at them?
Well, let them have their turn. No, these guys double move. They can't do anything. Yes, now it's your turn, Sketh. To your eyes, someone threw a grenade and then got rushed.
Yep. I'd be suffering too many penalties to shoot at those guys through the line that's coming down the hall at me anyway, so I'll just have to shoot at the line of guys coming down the hall at me. Semi-auto prep as usual.
You miss.
No, well, yes, but the night is young. I will spend a fate to try and improve that. That's an improvement.
It's a significant improvement.
I'm out of
Okay.
fate.
So I get both of my, I get all 2 of my extra hits. So here come the damages. One, and starting it with 22 as usual.
In that case, he's dead. Bleh.
Servitor 20.
Damn. He's still standing, but damn.
And 20 again.
Okay, he's really dead. That was unnecessary. That was like hyper overkill.
Considering that it was no effect the last 3 volleys, I'm contented by overkill. That means it
Overkill.
averaged out.
And top of
that's
the
me.
turn. Asmosin. Everything's
You
going
really don't know how to
fantastic.
say that name, do you?
Amundsen.
Amundsen, then fine. Pronounce it fancy. I don't give a fuck. Amundsen.
He's an Eldar. What do you expect?
I don't know. A bigger
corpse.
mohawk. Moving on.
Yes, he
Everything was
nearly
going
a
swimmingly
corpse.
until the servitors jumped over your cover, got in a circle around you, and proceeded to basically bully you and punch the shit out of you. That part sucked.
Yeah, it did. I'm checking how much
You
I can
forgot that
move.
there was a lot of them, and you're pretty frail. So
Yeah,
I mean, let's
mostly
face it,
didn't
the
know
answer-
they could move that quickly.
let's be frank, though. The answer humanity has always had to Eldar is not to try and outshoot you, but to outpunch you. They've always been physically imposing.
Alright, question is, do I try a half move away and then do something, or just move fully away and then there's no chance any of them can actually reach me?
You are really fast, and they are really slow.
Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering if it's even necessary to take a full move, is my thing.
It depends. I'll help you out with the math here real quick. They can, at best, move 8 and punch. That's a charge.
I can move 12.
Then you may only need to move once, and they cannot reach you no matter what they do.
But then if they shoot me, I have no cover.
That's the next
Yeah, that is
question.
the problem.
Is there anything beyond this street on the left for him?
Sure, I'll extend this
I couldn't
Saudi
reach
map
it
even
anyway.
further.
I can run as far as the borders of what's been drawn.
Yeah, I'm going.
With the half move, anyway.
I'm
Right,
going.
but if
I'm
you use
going.
a full move, it's like 6 times your movement for run.
That's run, yeah. Which is a
Just
different
saying.
action, I think.
Run is kind of okay.
Yeah, it is a... Why did they... Wait, hold on a second. Why did they give you move as a full action when you can run as a full action?
Stop questioning them.
No, running has some downsides.
Enemies get minus 20 to their ballistic skill, and then plus 20 to their weapon skill.
Yeah. So if you're running into melee, it's a very bad
Okay,
idea.
fair. But if you're running into melee, you're kind of an idiot anyway.
Or you're just playing a melee character.
You also can't run over difficult terrain.
So yeah, you can't get out of
alright,
here
yeah.
with a run.
Yeah, no, because I think...
I was
Well,
able to do
unless
that
you have
through
something
crowds,
special
because crowds
for it.
aren't difficult terrain for me.
Because Eldar, at least in the tabletop, they get like able to run through
I don't
difficult
have
terrain.
anything like that, unless they
Okay.
can do it with acrobatics.
You can.
What happens if I fail it, though?
You fall prone usually.
It's a good idea in melee.
It's rough. Shut up.
Oh, I see. An acrobatic for an agility test when jumping, or on a strength test when leaping.
Yep.
Okay, but the question is if there's anything actually there.
I'm working on it.
Alright.
And might be one. That's as far as you'd see for right now, but yeah, there's that. The red represents a much shittier cover than the blue.
So, probably not the way I want to go anyway. Alright, fuck it. Whole turn spent running.
Bye.
Over here now.
Fair enough.
That's how fast he can move.
You vault over the head of one of the servitors and are just basically casually sprinting away, more like a skip, really, because these things cannot keep up and do nothing. They're practically moving in slow motion.
Backflip into the stall across the street with both
Add a
middle
twirl.
fingers held out.
Pretty
Of
much.
course, I'm sure the other two see that.
Oh, no, they see that in full view.
Boing, boing, up.
Well, the only people to see it are Sketh and Desdemona. Desdemona's like, Xeno scum, Eldar, kill it with fire, so on and so on. Sketh sees, however, hey, Eldar, ally, friend, not dark, good. Wait, why isn't an Eldar here?
A very good question.
He's practicing
Extremely good
getting hit.
Desdemona, you're reloaded. With fresh clips in your guns, you are now ready to continue the fight.
So I should fire at the Eldar, right?
Yeah, that's the best option.
Not that he's, behind cover or anything.
Yeah.
I'm sure my gun wouldn't be able to chew through that cover.
Plus 7 additional armor.
Keep in mind, a heavy bolter went full auto on someone in this cover and still couldn't chew through it all. I don't think your guns are going to stand much. You do a whole lot better than that.
Depends on what parts of them are outside cover.
None. He's pretty well behind there. He's not trying to shoot. He's
Yeah,
taking
he just
cover.
jumped in it.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
in
You said it was
cover.
only waist height, so that means he has to go like prone.
Yeah, you can crouch.
Ducking.
Yeah, like you can get on your knee, essentially.
Either
Get on your
way,
knee, keep your back hunched, you're in cover.
she wouldn't bother. She's going to go ahead and blast the crap out of Servitor 21 and 23.
A roll because I like making you roll.
Well, that one's a miss,
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
and that one's a bunch of hits.
Come in.
Well, maybe you could spread them out enough to kill him just with that.
That's going to be... Actually, hold on. Hold on.
This is where she remembers I awarded her an additional fate point for being heroic.
Not just that, actually. I need to check something. Nope, can't quite get high enough. I get to 80, but I don't get to 90. Not at this range.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's 4 shots on 23, and since they're,
Roll your
if
sounding
it goes
wounds.
down, they're spreading to 21.
Yep.
Down. Down.
Okay, they're dead.
You blast what's left apart. Chunks fly. Right, neat. Servitor's turn. Get back here, you piece of shit.
Good luck with that.
You're not finished. You're not finished introducing you to our fists. If we spread out, there's more empty room between us for bullets to go through.
Well, they're just trying to get there as fast as possible. They basically have the melee switch turned on, so they actually won't shoot at you anymore. Servitors are very simple constructions. Once they've sent to one mode, unless something drastically changes, they can't swap back. So, Mosin, Asmosin, Big A,
Amundsen.
Amundsen, it's your turn.
What
Eldar
is
Twit.
check? What?
That's his name, Eldar Twit.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Amundsen, it is your turn. They're getting closer, slowly. Eventually.
They're still not close enough to get there in a turn.
Nope, they're still not.
I'm kind of curious about something. I'm going to assume that you cannot make a standard attack and move both before and after it.
No, you have to have a thing for that.
Right, I figured. Does anyone have that thing?
Desdemona has shot on the run, so technically yes.
Does that work for melee?
Yes, there's a different one for it, though.
Ah, I'll have to look
Yeah,
at it.
there is a talent to do that shit, yes.
Alright,
So you
might as
can,
well
so
try
you can
and
do the whole
shoot at
ninja
them.
thing. Run by / keep going.
Yeah, might as well try and shoot at them, though my ballistic skill is not very good.
Fair enough.
Well, if I shoot at them, there's a chance of hitting more than one.
Yeah,
Where if I force bolt, I only hit one.
also true.
Sure. I'll try it.
Are you going to maintain your shield, by the way? Oh, wait, no, you
Nope,
didn't last
that's
turn,
not gonna
so
work.
never mind.
It lasts a turn.
Does it last a turn beyond the one you cast it on?
I'm going... actually, it's not clear on that.
It just say you have to maintain it, so I
You
think
can
put
sustain it further. Like, you can sustain it as long as you want.
Well, do you sustain it then?
Actually, that raises a different question. They never talk about what sustaining actually entails.
You roll again.
Oh, does it?
You're maintaining a psychic power. It's on the same, like, you use the exact same, level of, you don't boost it or any of that crap. It's just It's you going. And the difference between sustaining
No,
and using
it does not.
is that you
It
don't
does
have to
not.
use an action.
It does not.
Hmm?
Sustaining multiple powers. It is possible with taxing for Psyker to manifest multiple powers at once. Manifesting 2 different powers at the same time reduces the effective psi rating of both powers by 2, and then 3 by 3, and so on. No additional roll is required, but if the psi rating of a given power drops to 0, it is no longer maintainable and ends.
So psi rating drops by turn, or what the fuck's
No,
going on there?
if you-
by
if
number
you
that you're sustaining.
Yes,
Oh.
if I use a different power while I'm sustaining it, it drops the psi rating of both by 2.
So you can just sustain this indefinitely.
So it just
theoretically.
sits, and as long as I don't use a different power, it'll stay at the same power.
I
never
recommend
mind
running into melee and attacking.
Alright, but I failed. I shoot with Shuriken Catapult and it misses.
Sure, you mean the two-hander? Alright.
Uh-huh.
Alright, you pull a rifle
That's-
out and just daka and hit nothing.
So actually, hold on, I get a bonus for full auto with that thing, don't I?
Yeah,
If you're
20
doing
full
full
auto is
auto.
a plus 20 bonus.
A plus 20?
Mm.
Actually,
I believe so, because semi-auto is plus 10.
yeah, I just need to double check the range, actually.
Yeah, plus 20
Because,
ballistic
yeah,
for fully auto.
so many fucking modifiers. Where's the range at in this thing?
You're probably in range for a two-hander.
Well, no, he's
No.
checking whether he's in
If
half
it's
range.
under a certain range, it gets another
Oh.
bonus.
Fair enough.
I always forget what that part is, though, because I keep it in a weird spot.
Well, what's the range on the actual weapon?
The range of the actual weapon is 60 meters.
Well, you're within half range.
Easily, actually.
Yeah. So I believe that's another plus 10 for half range.
Yep, of even the furthest away.
You're not within point blank because you got to be super close for that.
That'll add a total of 6. But that still barely misses. Damn it. Alright. I'm over by 8.
You wonder it is how the common warriors ever get around with these things. They're so... They're not... They're certainly not clumsy Monkai weapons, but they like the subtlety and grace of a good blade.
Sure,
It's just,
but
it
there's
just,
a lot of
it
them.
feels a little barbaric to just be hurling plasma at a distance. There's no art to it. It's all detached.
It's not plasma.
Or,
Shuriken
sorry,
catapults don't.
laser shurikens or whatever the balls you guys shoot.
They're literally just razor sharp discs.
So
Yeah.
he's shooting laser versions of Ryu doing an uppercut?
No.
You said Shoryuken.
I
Alright,
slurred
but
it too badly. Whatever.
that's my turn. On.
Alright, Desdemona. Still some robots over there, and a Xeno.
Which?
Oh boy.
You can probably
Which
fly
Xeno
over there and
would
put
that
your
be?
gun to her or his head. You can't really tell at this distance. Either way,
Oh,
which
good.
really?
You're still within normal range.
Still need a
click,
pilot
click.
check.
No. He's in normal range of firing.
Oh, great.
Never mind then.
Sorry. I mean,
Unfortunately, your torso is exposed, so this could go horribly.
Hmm.
I'm debating.
Actually, why is
this.
my torso exposed? You don't have to put your torso up to shoot over cover. My
Yeah,
arms
his,
and head
his
would
head and arms. are
Arms and head, then
exposed.
yeah, you got a point.
Oh god. Oh, I gotta roleplay it. This is just
I warned this could happen.
be. Yeah, well.
So yeah, 2 pistols, full semi-auto burst.
Daka
It
daka.
makes me wonder how good they'd be if they could go full auto.
So the first one has full rounds.
Well, I'll make a dodge on the first one.
By all means.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Made it.
Desdemona,
What?
you do know... Desdemona, you know what? A grenade came out of there, and then those things mobbed something.
She has hatred psychers.
Okay, yeah.
The battles,
but, like-
battles really hate the witches.
I mean, it's not like I took this later. I took it out of character creation.
Hate the witch, burn the witch.
But
Yeah.
he dodged the first one. He dodged the one with the most additional hits on it.
That's
Mhm.
good. That's really good. The other one will have, let's see, from 80... What, 2 degrees of success?
How much is your total? From 80 you'll have 2 degrees, which means 1 extra shot.
That hit
No,
the left
1
leg.
degree. It's 1 degree of success.
Okay, left leg, left leg. That's cover.
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm not sure what this does.
Hmm.
Well, so you get food 5, so let me see how the cover does. Hold on.
It has blast 2.
Yeah, but you're still hitting the cover.
Yeah, you struck the cover. You're just striking more of the cover, so I rolled twice. I take it. He gets damaged twice per hit, essentially. You're blowing up more of the cover.
Okay.
All right, let me see how much of the cover is gone.
Oh.
Just calculating. Give me a
Sorry,
sec.
hold on. There's a third shot.
Oh,
Is there?
all right.
Why?
Hatred
Well, that covers
Psychers. Plus 10 bonus all weapon skills made against Psychers.
Yeah, well, there you go then. Well, I've got good news. None of it got through.
Yay!
That's got
Oh,
bad
wait.
news.
Never mind, the third hit doesn't matter. Apparently Hatred's only for melee, so...
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
Okay,
Yeah, right. You
I need to
weapon
go do
skill.
my math. Stop changing, damn it.
Sorry, I just thought it would be actually more applicable otherwise. Doesn't matter, it was free, so... Yeah.
So, yeah, hold on. Double checking. Yeah, it should be down to 5.
Okay, great.
I helped.
So you blow most of his cover away. Big chunks of it missing. You essentially blew it the fuck up with death flaming explosive rounds. So, yeah.
Time to roll diplomacy.
Yeah, well, that's that.
I'm going to assume I can see her from here now.
Oh, no, you can see her perfectly clear. There's a big
She's
hole.
also... she's literally screaming Eldar Xeno scum.
And firing rapidly in your direction.
Yeah.
Methinks she doesn't like you.
I've not shot at you. They have. Priorities, Mankai.
She doesn't hear that over the sounds of Daishino's scum and the boom, boom, boom,
He's
boom,
still
boom.
trying.
Hello,
Bolters are loud.
So he has a Vox system.
You don't have
hack into
their
our Vox.
You don't have their number.
No,
Let's put it
but-
that way.
Can it make things louder?
It's not a speaker. It
Eh.
kind of does, but not enough to where you hear it over there.
Yeah.
The part of the Vox is to talk each other through your helmet.
Skeff
Yeah.
can totally talk to her easily. Like
A Vox is a radio. A Vox caster is a megaphone.
Yeah,
I have
get
a
Vox
Voxcaster.
Oh, Voxcaster would do it then.
I have both.
Do you want to scream at her at max volume?
Otherwise, she wouldn't have heard it, so sure.
Okay, you hear over the sounds of thundering fire what he said.
How's your fellowship charm?
Not very good.
Might want to roll it.
Let me just check his fellowship really quick.
It's 20.
It's 20.
Isn't there like a minus 10 because you're non-human? So
Mm.
Yes.
get a
Roll that
5,
shit.
sir.
Nope.
Wow, no, wow. I think you're pretty sure he's trying to like curse you with psychic powers or something.
He's still
I'm pretty
speaking in
sure.
low Gothic. She can understand it.
No, you're at least
It's
somewhat
trickery.
garbled over this
It's
fire.
Eldar trickery.
It's Eldar trickery, and you're a bit garbled over the sound of the gunfire, so... Right, so the entire servitor squad is just... keeps jogging, essentially. Sketh.
I look down the hall, see that there's still lots of gunfire, but little of it is coming this way. So I'm going to briefly turn my attention to this little stub of an alley that was closed after our quarry disappeared down it. And instead of carefully, methodically, delicately searching for an exit of some sort, I'm just going to fall auto at some jointy or cornery looking parts of that wall and see if they go through.
Yeah, after a full auto barrage, I'll roll the wounds regardless, but I'm 90% sure he'll get through unless you roll shite. Assume you hit like as many times as you possibly can.
The wall dodges.
Oh yeah, toads. Yeah, you're good.
That is the most I could possibly do. If,
No, I had to check.
Yep.
And you roll a 10 in there, too. Oh, wait, no, it's 2d10. Never mind.
Yep.
We don't really move. You just turn and open up the wall.
He rolled a 20, actually, on a 2d10.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, it's really dead.
We have an exit!
I'm gonna keep.
I shout into the street. We have an exit! This way! And hope Desdemona hears me. Actually, what am I doing? I still have my helmet on. I speak through the Vox that we've got. I keep on forgetting.
You'll give me a second. My headphones are doing something weird. Assuming you heard that.
I did hear that. Headphones are doing something weird.
It's rough, but you get the idea.
They're throwing a clown party.
You down the clown? Oh, that's what I was using. Okay. Anyway, so yes, it continues on. It looks like it's not like a usual alleyway. It's like one of those streets, really, more than anything. If that's the main thoroughfare, this is a street.
Okay.
It continues on. There's no one around, though. They obviously have left from all the gunfire. These are more housing than anything, so no one's... If they're inside, they've locked their doors.
Mm-hmm.
Not that that would stop you, just, you know. You would just have to have breaking and entering to your many, many crimes. It's normally Amundsen's turn, so... Twiddle our thumbs.
Okay, it looks like I got things working now. Every now and then, they do something weird. Where I have them plugged in, because they're wireless, but I can plug them in to charge them, but they aren't actually charging. Once I know it's been happening, I could fix it, but I didn't know it was happening.
Yep.
And then they start making this god-awful buzzing noise. Telling me, hey, your battery's about to die.
It's filled with bees.
No.
Bees.
Not the liquid bees in my mouth.
Your next character should be a Carnifex.
That's a bit much.
Nah.
Amundsen, it's your turn.
I told you, Skaven Bard.
All your songs would just be puns about rats and cheese, though.
I think that's the plan.
Yeah, Skaven just fucking love their puns.
And that
And
doesn't
I'll
have
get
to be...
myself a rattling gun.
And a doom wheel. Amundsen. Do that thing.
I assume the doom wheel is permanent.
This is obviously we just run back to the other cover.
I'll wait. You might have a plan, I don't know.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay,
Hey.
this is just picking the best time to fuck with me.
Yep.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Yes.
For now. It keeps
Oh.
turning off is the problem.
I don't know what's wrong. It might be an internal battery issue. If you
No,
need to type, you can type.
it fixes itself eventually. I'm hoping this time it worked. Okay, so I'm going to assume Sketh has only alerted Desdemona to the fact that there's a way out.
You're the only person
Unfortunately,
you can
that
really
is the
talk
way
to.
radios work.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be heard over the gunfire.
And her reply is something like, "Thou shalt not allow the witch to live."
More or less.
So she's not leaving until my character's dead.
Thou shalt not suffer thyself. Get in here.
Okay, well, fuck these servitors. They're getting too close for my comfort. And I'm gonna go back. Ha ha.
These servitors are just going to walk back and forth forever.
You do not want to play Red Rover with this at all.
No, you don't. Desdemona, it's your turn. The filthy Xeno heretic scum space wizard has ducked behind more cover. Further away this time.
Stand and fight.
You're talking to an Eldar, even though you know that's a stupid fucking phrase to say. Well, there's still a lot of servitors. You're not sure if they're going to pursue you or him. Some are closer to you than him, sort of, or at least halfway.
And this is why you should never try to help anybody.
Let's see, what's it have to go up to before it's out of normal range? I think it's like 50% above your normal for long range.
Are you asking me? It's your bloody gun.
Well, this is a rules question.
Okay, what's the rules question?
I'm trying to figure out what the before you hit your first range penalty.
What do you mean?
Because
like what the distance?
Yeah, the distance is. It's not just your range on your weapon. It's like past that. It's a
each multiple of your weapon's listed range is the next range penalty.
Yeah, same as D&D.
Starting with long, extra long, and I
have to go to double my range for it to matter.
Yep.
Whoops, that's not the rangefinder. Well, guess what?
Seriously?
Witch must burn.
On the plus side,
I have no idea why you wanted to play a Xeno witch. It's like the fastest way to get Desdemona to kill you, but hey.
On the plus side, those two servitors should be giving you the, I forget the Warhammer word for soft cover.
The word is soft cover.
And I've got hard cover.
Yeah, now let's put it this way. The shots are both more difficult, and there's a good chance she's going to hit the servitors instead, or at least your cover.
So yes, doing the same again.
Well, man, you can dodge one of those, I presume.
I'm gonna try. It's against 60. Nope.
So what's the penalties applied here, so I can figure out?
Minus 20 on your ballistic skill, as it is a perfectly straight shot through two bodies you're not trying to hit.
Okay, so that's a 60 each. So it looks like.
So I'm gonna assume none of either of those hit the two servitors.
If he hits, let's put it this way: if his shot misses because of the debuff of the servitors, he's hit a servitor.
But it looks like she's hit.
If he still hits, though, he still hits your cover, most likely.
Still.
All right, well, cover.
Okay,
cover and armor.
So that's
13
3 shots
and
each.
Great.
One of those, right arm and right
leg. Be undercover completely.
Yeah, he's completely covered. So I'll just roll your wounds against cover.
Holy goddamn!
You're
trying to kill me.
There's not any cover left, man. Hold on, I need to make sure before I decide you're dead or not.
Okay, if I'm dead because of Desdemona, I am blaming you.
Who is
I warned you,
you
okay? I gave you warning. Okay, there's good news. There's only so much damage you can do per shot to this stuff. Still kind of blows your cover out of existence, though. Okay. Would you like to burn a hero point to be alive?
How much of it actually hits?
Oh, around 30.
Here's a small hint. If he's unconscious, she might not actually kill him immediately.
This is true.
I don't want to burn a hero point immediately.
Fate, but whatever.
And because of another player.
Well, it's putting me in a really awkward situation. Like, I have to either roleplay her or not.
When my turn next comes up, I'll be making another attempt to
she got
draw
like
her
42
ire,
in there, and that chews through like 90% of the cover and smacks
like
you in the dick with like...
Your first Righteous Fury thing is on me.
That 42 would be enough to just outright kill you by itself. Let's put it that way.
Oh yeah, I know. I am
like
well
with
aware.
cover, you still dead.
Yeah, there's actually several Righteous Furies in here.
Yeah, there is, isn't there?
You
There's
go
3.
fucking ballistic on this guy. Like, I don't know how to explain it other than this.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
There isn't much left.
I don't think that's actually accurate.
Okay, let me accurize it a little bit better.
Yeah.
That's
You
about
stand-
right.
You stand in
I
a
think the
crater.
wall's still there. She wasn't
No,
aiming
but
for
it's
the
something
wall.
like this.
Well, there's interior of building, and there's pits in the walls.
Yeah, it's something like that. Like, you don't get it. Those were each blast 2s, and there was a 42, a 30, a 34, 24, 8. Like, the roll she had was a 14. There isn't
Alright,
much
fine.
left.
Let me put it this way. Am I going to be dead if I don't burn a point?
Probably, yeah.
Or am I just going to be unconscious?
There's a lot of critical damage here. I think her total did to you was somewhere around 50 excess
Fine,
wounds.
I'll go down to 1 fucking fate point on the first session.
I have good news for you. If you manage to convince these people that, or at least convince the insane the insane bitch currently killing you to not keep killing you, and essentially get off planet, get on their ship essentially, you will gain a fate point. I had planned that ahead of time. I'm just assuring you, it's not gone forever. I thought ahead, going, he's probably going to need to burn one, so he deserves to have one for getting off planet and surviving the whole I'm a Xeno trying to get along with a battle sister.
Speaking of, what does this put me at?
This puts you at 1 wound and you're conscious, I believe.
Does it?
No,
No,
he's
he's
unconscious.
KO.
Which has the extra bonus of the servitor is probably ignoring you now.
Yeah,
They're going to completely ignore you.
Okay, so Burning Fate, they put you at... Okay, you have 0 wounds, actually, so I guess that's a thing.
Alright, you're at 0.
Okay, that's good.
0 wounds and unconscious, so I guess I could be woken up still, even.
No, you probably could be.
Alright, well, I'm out of combat.
You're standing in what was once someone's shop and is now a crater with a lot of the wall missing. She's shooting really small grenades. It's the equivalent of being bombarded with a grenade launcher.
Dragonfire bolts are neat.
This is the fuck you moment.
Oh, ooh.
Out of shots is what you are.
No, actually I'm not, but he technically has to roll to see if he's put on fire. But let's just say the
the fate point would cancel that.
But yeah, these also set everything on fire.
Yes, I know. This is the equivalent of firing incendiary grenades at someone.
Yep.
I'm gonna say this is part of burning the fate point to not be dead.
Yeah, it is.
Actually, part of the fate point description says that you're hideously burned, so...
Well,
But armor kind of fixes that problem.
Yeah, I'd say your armor just charred up.
you hide.
You are covered in soot.
You
But it's
hide
Eldar, so,
You hide in the spoiled fruit vendor's fridge, and naturally survives the nuclear annihilation that goes
Why?
on outside.
Damn
but you get
it,
knocked
man.
about until you're unconscious.
And then you're spilled out fridge. This is canon now. That happened.
I don't think there's fridges on this planet.
There is. Of course there is.
I don't think it looks like a fridge.
Why wouldn't it?
Where else are we supposed to stuff the female characters?
Yeah, seriously.
Uh,
Okay, well, Desdemona, your turn's done. You feel deeply satisfied and praise the Emperor and shit. You may need a minute alone in the bathroom.
God damn it.
She got what? She got a 42 in there off of one shot.
Yeah,
seriously.
I know, believe me.
Needs a minute alone to praise the Emperor. The servitors just move up. They're servitors. There's not a whole lot going on there. While that's happening, Sketh, you may go ahead and have your turn. They're not going to shoot or anything. They have to pin their whole action moving.
I want to check on Sig, but I can't trust those damn things to not open fire the moment I do, so I continue. Fire team plan alpha.
I think that might be a miss.
Nope. Yeah, that. Oh, actually, hold on. How far are they now?
Closer.
Not yet in half range, but we're not going to get out of here if I do not use the fate to get them dealt with before they close to range on Desdemona. So
now you see what I said about not needing a stat boost?
Okay, that's a hit.
Well,
I did
the
agree
equivalent
with
is her
you.
guns.
Yeah, pretty much, actually. She has
Yeah.
super good gear.
Yes, she does.
Thank you, Scath. Making everyone's gear amazing. Still stand. Actually, no, these things are dead.
By the way, this is why you don't screw with actual Space Marines. This is like crap gear for a Space Marine.
Their gear is significantly better than anything anyone has equipped. They will crush you with gear.
They'll crush you with their foot that's as big as you.
Yeah, that too. I mean, if it gets to melee, yes. Okay, these things are
Please.
barely intact. They took a grenade earlier, so you chew right through one and it just
You'll be lucky
flumps.
they don't hit you with a power sword.
Amundsen. Ow.
Ow.
Desdemona. The witch has been eliminated.
Praise the Emperor. Click, click, reload.
Cool.
Did you reload already?
These things only have
shot
8
a lot.
shots.
She shot a lot.
That's the one downside between them and a... Oh, wait, no, wait.
I believe you fired 6 times?
They have 14. No, when I do semi-auto, it doesn't matter how many hit, I'm firing the whole salvo.
Yep.
Okay, so how much
Okay,
have you
I was
fired?
looking at the wrong pistol. My old pistol said 8. So, whatever. I'll just reload still. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Before there was 8. 10, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, you need to reload. You had exactly 14 shots since your last reload. Between all your turns.
Well, that's
You don't
per
reload
pistol.
between turns.
Yeah, she's
It's
changed
14
weapon.
shots per pistol.
I know.
There's 2
Oh,
pistols.
that would have been just one pistol then.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
you're-
firing
you're
with 2 pistols at once. So basically double my ammo when I'm doing full
I'm not
salvos.
going to deny you a turn, so go ahead and...
Well, we know that those are moving up 8 meters. No need to.
Whatever.
they're gonna move 8 meters regardless, so
Ignore
go
the
ahead
ones
and take
down
your shots,
there.
though.
She's gonna basically go after the ones closest to her anyway. Okay, so she'll be firing one salvo here, the other one here, and then if it can spread, she'll spread. But these are gonna be cracking. So that one hits, but actually no. How far were they originally?
8 back. So, there.
Yeah, they
Same
were in half
formation, but
range.
8 meters back.
So she gets plus 10 on that one. Okay, and so yeah, so they're going to be the same.
So it's 1 hit each.
2 because of half range. So.
Alright, 2 then. Go ahead. Roll. Let me just check something. Yeah, it's not happening.
That's to the first.
I'm saving you time.
I want
matter
to
what
see
you
them
roll,
anyway.
No matter what you roll, they're dead. They had like 3 wounds each. They're dead. 3 wounds. Every single one of these guys had 3 wounds remaining after that grenade. They're toast. They're toasters. Dead toasters.
Yeah, 8 min, pen 9. Yeah, sounds like these ones aren't going to stand up to that kind of abuse.
No, their armor isn't that fucking good. They're not Space Marines. So their turn was moving. Sketh. There's not many servitors left.
That's just 1 hit.
Saving you time. Blurf.
Yeah, well, my min damage is 4, pen 4, so...
Yeah, you'd still do them.
Okay.
Testimony, it's your turn again. Because Ammon can't go.
Right.
There are only 4 remaining. I think you can clean these up.
Yep.
Or not.
Well, that's a single shot for one, and then, 3 for the other? So maybe.
Well, how many targets did you hit? Okay, never mind. They're dead. Barely, but all you really had to do was get enough shots off. You hit them. That's not the problem. Yeah, no, they can't dodge for shit. So yeah, there you blow apart the very last of the servitors who fall apart to a clang, and you just kind of take a deep breath of the battlefield of smoke, fire. You've ruined Wall and dead Zeno. Or probably dead Zeno. You're not sure.
She'll check on him in a minute.
So, the moment the servitors are dead, Sig's servo skull is going to fly over Desdemona.
Okay. spooky skull.
She will now look at it.
It knows where his warrant of trade is. It's going to give her this information.
How does it give her information? Just wondering because I don't know.
It flies
Save
to the back
that.
of your skull and tries to find your input device, discovers you don't have one, and has to settle for inputting it into your data slate.
Uh-huh.
It was going to inject it directly into your brain, but since you don't have one of those, it'll settle for the data
Yeah,
slate.
I really don't
Yes.
have a brain.
So the information is put on the data slate, and the moment that happens, it falls to the ground, sparks, and is on fire.
Well, there you go.
Hmm.
It seems now you are the warrant of trade. Or at least you know where it is.
It's on the ship.
Somewhere.
But, you know, you hid it for reasons.
Uh-huh. Because people having that thing, waving it around, is not a good thing.
No.
The captain is dead.
Sketh, combat is over. You may do as you wish.
Just a second.
And Skef has as long as it takes for Desdemona to walk over to the Xenos to make a case.
God damn it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Sketh looks both ways down the street before blundering into potential fire, and then
Smart.
rushes over to check on his captain.
This good news. He seems intact. Oh, wait, is his face always supposed to be made of molten metal? No? Is something valuable inside humans' heads? Brain? Okay.
No, this guy's head was definitely always made of metal. The
No,
problem
It
is
is
probably
red
that it's
now.
the problem is probably that his head is still in his helmet, and his helmet is over there.
No, his
That might be
helmet's
part of the
melted.
problem. Even if his head was made of metal, it's not supposed to be molten slag, so, you know.
For good measure, Desdemona will reload.
Gotta reload.
And being alien scum, Sketh has no idea if there's anything that's supposed to be said over the body of the fallen. So he will consult the experts on that at a later, more convenient time. Who the hell was that you were shooting at down there? That doesn't look like a servitor.
Which?
The one over there.
Claire. It's a psyker.
Oh. Don't we have one of those?
I will remind you that sooner or later the guard will be coming by to clean up, so...
Yep.
It seemed to me that they may have been trying to fight those servitors too. It came out of the stall where that grenade came from. They may have been trying to help us.
Eldar cannot be trusted.
Does it matter how old they are?
You know what an LR is, smartass.
Oh, yeah, but they used... Desdemona, no doubt, used the low Gothic word for it, not the...
Actually, no, Eldar is the species name, like, throughout.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's like a name.
If you want, you can talk in High Gothic, which almost no one understands.
Yeah, it's still the same word, though. Eldar, that's the species name. It
Yeah.
translates across all languages. Eldar, it's a word. It's not like their language is so different from humanity's that they can't pronounce anything. It's just... Yeah, some words they can't pronounce, but Eldar's fine.
It is too conspicuous that he was here.
Once you're close now, yeah, this is Eldar. He's got the very distinctive armor on. And looking at the blade in his hand, that looks very, very shiny.
On the
In
plus side,
fact,
he'll weigh
from
like-
what little you know of Eldar, if they have a sword and they're throwing around psychic powers, they're usually pretty important. While he's alone, doesn't really make sense, though. They don't tend to do that. Unless they're an assassin, in which case he's a shitty assassin.
I know this may be against your principles, but I understand I am against your principles as well.
You are my mission. He is not.
He blew up that turret. He saved our lives.
His reasoning is alien to me. He is dangerous to us all, you know that. Psychers
yes.
cannot be trusted. They bring horrors.
Well, yeah, but so does everyone.
Do you not remember the ship?
I would like to have the opportunity to thank him before we, send him back to where he came from at worst. There are good people in the world, even if they're, not all people.
Well, that's just fucking lies, heresy, and slander all at once.
I do remember a space marine telling her something similar, though.
This is true.
No, trust me, the fact that you're not already been shot is a big step.
Was that in character to me?
No, that's out of character. Like,
it is true.
The standard protocol would be walk up and
to
the head right
burn
now.
Them.
Like, we'll bring him back. We need to get off this planet before more show.
Being a thin as shaven down paperclips Eldar, can I carry him?
Yeah. He weighs like all of half a tau, and you guys aren't exactly very heavy.
They're made of pixie dust and dreams.
Pretty much.
I shall place our mysterious savior in a fireman carry. Let Desdemona carry his sword.
You don't like touching it, but it's the safest measure. What are you going to do about Sig and his pile of stuff and deadness?
Yeah, she's going to go back over to him.
I mean, you can't move Sig, but you can carry his stuff.
Oh, I can't move Amundsen's body.
I assume she knows some prayers.
Oh, there's plenty of them for this kind of scenario. There's some very specifically to the Omnisci when you find their dead bodies, so you can go through the whole rites if you want, but you don't have that kind of time.
No, but she'll say what she can. Probably, unfortunately, while looting him.
Praise be to the Emperor. May the Omnisci protect ye eternally. May your memory never be forgotten by those of the tech priest caste, and that's about the length of it.
Yep.
Ooh,
so she'll take what she can.
Can't really take his armor, unfortunately.
No, and she has plans for what to do with the rest of it.
Oh, there you go then. So you take all of his weaponry and grenades he might have been carrying, just, what can be uninstalled quickly.
Yeah. Back away, Skeff.
For clarification on what that would be.
We can figure that out, It's not important for this very moment. She's gonna burn what's left.
It takes a while for him to burn, and at this point you realize he's not so much burning as melting, and that's going to take even longer.
Yeah, but she's going to do what she can.
But the fire started.
Well, how long do you plan to stay there? Because you're
Actually,
already starting to hear
idea.
noises.
The best idea. She's going to take some of the, at least, say, 2 of her Nephilim canisters.
Oh, dear.
Set it on either side of him. Back away to about... Oh, I'm underneath the corpse now and I can't see myself. Back out away and just blast it.
And thus ends Sigismund.
Yeah, that'll melt a lot of things, actually. I'm sure the floor is mostly melted.
Well, she figures he'd rather not someone be able to dissect his corpse.
These are his implants.
Pretty much.
I will die with them.
They would totally take his implants.
Also, the warrior way out. Fire.
They totally tear apart his brain to get that cortex implant, even if it's not very good.
Mm-hmm. And that is the first death. Let us continue. Right, so I'm assuming you're going to take this alleyway and just kind of scarp her?
Yeah.
Yeah, screw what we were intending to go do. Let's get back to the ship.
The good news is, due to the sheer level of noise and attention that particular bit of
Firefight.
battlefield is getting, you're able to scarp her without getting, because any guard who might have stopped you are far too busy running to that direction.
Out of character. Still a problem.
Hmm.
The ship needs water.
So yeah, still does.
We can deal with that in a
We can
minute.
burn that. We can burn that bridge when we get to it.
Yes.
Well, getting to the docks is thankfully not easy. You have to duck into a lot of alleyways, but there's, like, with the guard, all their attention elsewhere, you're able to pull it off. Carnivore, you've had a fairly relaxing nap, and then suddenly your door is thrown open. Your friends return, minus the captain. They throw Eldar Zeno at your legs and go, "Drive!"
I prefer fly, you fools.
Fly, you fool!
Okay, Gandalf.
Yep, thank you.
I'm surprised.
You gonna
we still
question
have
the
Lord of
Xeno at your
Rings in
feet,
the
or-
40th century.
You kidding?
I
It's
mean, not
tough-
every day you get a Xeno thrown at your feet, and they are missing the captain, so that's kind of concerning.
I think Lord of the Rings has become part of their religion at this point.
Mm.
Oh, hail Tom Bombadil,
Praise be to Tom Bombadil.
the god of useless.
Yes. So, what
Before
will you
raiding
do,
you.
Carnivore?
Well,
You've
I will
presented-
fly, you fool.
No, you're just going to ignore the fact the captain's gone and the Xeno is just on the floor. Alright, fair enough.
Yeah,
think-
I get
didn't
woke
he
up and
just
told
wake
to
up?
fly. I'm gonna fly.
Fair enough. Alright, you fly. I do need a pilot check.
Attempts to make orbit.
It's not hard. It's just you can roll 100 and all that business.
Okay, just
For good measure, while we're doing this, could you please copy the token of Desdemona to the other? Because I've updated the one on
Already
the
did
battle
that.
map. Oh, well, thank you then.
The marching order ones have been fully updated with both new tokens and all my actual.
I'm going to spend a fate point to re-roll that.
Please do.
Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need that.
Jesus.
Wow, that would have been amazing.
And thus
Yeah, the
ended the Rogue
72
Trader
will probably-
campaign.
Just
It's an
straight
easy
down,
check, so
boom,
72 will
fire,
probably
campaign
fly.
over. Okay, so 72 is enough to get you there with what I'm going to call minimal hole scrapings. I'm not saying you got there unscathed. I'm saying you got there with nothing that's dangerous. So
That's okay. I got people dedicated to buffing the shit out.
yeah, you do, and then get on that shit as you finally dock once more on the nihilist.
Nihilist.
Sorry.
Don't worry,
Well,
it'll be
I
getting
guess I
renamed
am the
before too
captain
long.
now.
Haha.
Yeah, there's a new captain. Desdemona, how do you want to approach the fact the captain is gone and now you're the captain? I mean, you're finally back on ship and safe for the moment.
Yeah, Desdemona's gonna be the captain. She's the one who knows the warrant of trade is.
We'll deal with that in a minute.
So, Carnimord, good news, bad news. The good news is we survived.
Okay.
The bad news is that the good captain did not. We ran into some form of criminal element who, for some reason, had some sort of grudge with us. I'm afraid we didn't find out what it was before her goons opened fire.
Well, that's fun.
And we found this lying in the street after we were done. I think it tried to save our lives, but
Do not look long upon it.
I believe it is an Eldar. Either that or a really dedicated cosplayer who has plasma grenades.
It is an Eldar. We must find somewhere to keep him.
You have a brig.
It's an Imperial ship still.
Does she know where it is? See, that's the thing. Like,
I'm sure
she's not familiar with the ship design yet.
But
There
You
are
can
some
ask.
competent crew members.
and
That's
we,
actually the
we
bigger
did
thing.
we
Is
did
there-
explicitly establish that the captain does have trustworthy, competent lieutenants.
Yeah. Is there any guard or lieutenant on at work in the docking areas? I assume there must be some security on the ship because of
Yeah,
how big
there's
it
a few
is.
security guards. They're not armed heavily, and they seem...
I just need information.
Okay, well, you just grab one and demand information. What are you asking?
I want to know where the brig is.
He doesn't hesitate to point you towards it. It's apparently stationed closer to the center of the ship, where if they try to, they'd have to go the same distance. Yes. So where was I? Yes, the brig is basically the center of the ship, give or take.
Skeff with me.
I'm assuming you're carrying the Eldar over shoulder.
Yep.
All right. You make it there before he awakens. His toughness is terrible, and I've been rolling.
Yep.
So yeah, he's still unconscious when you get to the brig. Lol.
All right. Now, what information does she have about where the freaking damn it! Now I can't remember the name for the trade warrant.
The warrant of trade.
Warrant of trade. Okay. Yeah. What information does she have for that?
I mean, I wasn't going to give super specifics because the ship layout is fucking weird.
Basically, I'm asking: does she have to go on a fucking treasure hunt?
No, she knows where it is.
Okay, because it's not like it's two past the thing that looks like an X.
No, it's probably hidden in his laboratorium.
I'll make this simple for you. Inside his laboratorium is a hidden panel. If you open that hidden panel, there's a button. If you hold it for too long, it'll explode, so don't hold it for too long. Hold it exactly 4 seconds. When you do so, a second hidden panel will open up where you input a code. Once you've inputted the code, you may now download the information you got from your datapad into a secret slot, which will then finally open the secret room where it's contained within basically a very big jar. That jar is made of what is essentially clear steel. It's not very easy to crack open. Think bulletproof glass, but more so. And that itself can be unsealed through an entirely different procedure, but that's where it is, so...
And as far as it passing from person to person, what does she have to actually do to claim it?
Nothing. She simply has to say, it is mine and I know where it is. And if necessary, there is paperwork she can hand over, but that's also in the same room. So
gotcha. So just having the information is enough right now.
Yes.
Yeah, you just have to say you have a warrant of trade and you're on this ship, and they'll probably believe you because you're on that ship.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Well, then Desdemona will have to come make you believe with her bolters.
Well,
that is where her faith flows from.
Yeah,
Is that a euphemism?
You wish. Actually, you probably don't, honestly. I don't think that'd go well.
Regardless, she's going to be waiting on this. Whereas, for him to wake, this is more important, having this deal with a psyker dealt with before anything else.
Well, if you're willing to wait, then just let me check. Oh, okay. Only 10 minutes later, he blinks awake. Amundsen, 1 minute, you're in cover. The next second, you're waking up in the brig, and between the two, you remember only burning. You have the impression you may or may not have been thrown into the warp or something, full of fire. You're not sure, but now you're in a brig, and there's some Monkai looking at you.
And it's not warped.
Sketh, are you actually in disguise still, or are you openly not Monkai?
I beg pardon?
Are you
wearing the
your
armor helmet?
essentially?
Yes, except in the most private sections of the ship.
The brig
the
is
question is
private enough
right now.
unless you...
I'll leave it on until we're introduced.
Okay, so I'm on send 3 Monkai. And you're in an animal cage for all purposes. This isn't exactly much of a holding cell. You can get out by just turning to the side and scooting, really.
He'll say nothing and just look at them.
His almond-shaped alien eyes stare into your soul. You think he might be trying to capture it.
Well, he's not moving his arms, because I'm assuming Desdemona has guns.
Yeah, probably.
She's still fully armed.
And pointed?
No, but she can get to them quick enough.
Well, do what you will. That's up to you.
Declare your intentions.
Can I get a Control-E to the star map while you're...
primarily...
Sorry, you want
to-
Control E to the star map?
Yes, please.
That's what he said. My intentions...
My intentions are good.
leaving this planet, primarily, Monkai.
Then you have done so.
Oh.
Why should I let you live?
Well, I was quite hoping that blowing up that rather large gun would be enough, but obviously not, seeing as how you kept shooting at me.
For all I know, you set up this ambush, destroyed the gun to earn my confidence, and now are seeking to sway me in other ways.
Out of character. What can I tell from Desdemona just from looking at her? Like, I know she's Imperial, obviously, but...
Yeah, that's up to Desdemona. Is your helmet on? Desdemona?
She probably would remove it at this point.
But I did see her with it on.
Yes,
Yeah.
he saw me in full regalia, but it depends on whether he recognizes what that regalia means.
Not really. The Eldar don't encounter the Sisters to Battle in any way that doesn't involve fire and killing. You
Yeah,
already encountered them
sisters
like
really,
that, so...
and sisters don't even fight Eldar that often.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
so
rare.
I know she's Imperial and that she knows how to shoot, which could be
Yeah,
any
and she
number of
carries some
things.
very dangerous weaponry on top of
I
that.
mean, about the only thing I guess you would probably know that there aren't female space marines.
Yeah.
That's probably fair knowledge, yeah.
That's
You know
common.
for a fact she's not a space marine. She doesn't like...
Mostly because she's not huge.
She's not like three of you standing next to each other kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Back-
huge.
Back to in character. What do you know about Eldar? Because I know that if you do know anything about us, I'm not about to go using those robotic Monkai of yours.
Which would be exactly why you'd be best to use them.
Oh, we're going for this sort of conversation, okay. May I be so improper as to ask for an introduction?
I will introduce myself after you have told me about you.
I was really not looking forward to a Monkai interrogation today. But if I'm in a cage, I suppose I have no choice. I am Amon-Sen. I am an Eldar. I've been living on the forest of this world for quite some time now. I haven't actually had accurate timekeeping for most of it, so I can't give you that information. And I've gotten tired of living in the forest on that planet, I suppose, if I'm on your ship.
That much should be obvious.
Hmm.
How
And
did
so
you
is it-
How did you find yourself stranded upon Quasimodo?
Quasimodo.
That is the Imperial name for it.
Well,
You have flashbacks of crashing, by the way.
Hmm.
So you're not going
It-
to tell them that.
It was not... I'm not entirely supposed to be here, if that answers your question. I'd much rather not be here.
The feeling is mutual.
Yes, well, when I saw there was a ship in orbit, I was hoping that I could, well, frankly, assist whoever is in control of that ship, because obviously I do not know how to fly one of these. And they would, in exchange, take me away from this awful, awful place.
Burn him!
Sketha pauses here, turns, looks at Desdemona. Would I be correct in interpreting your pursuit? No, not pursuit. The captain's intentions that you take over his license.
Would seem that would be the case.
So the fallen one was in charge.
Yes.
I suppose I should offer my condolences, Monkai.
You're a little surprised. You always thought Mon Kai, when their leader died, they argued over, like, for days over his pauldrons and hat, because clearly those are the symbology that whoever has the biggest ones is the leader, clearly.
But
so
to be
it's
fair,
kind of weird.
that guy didn't have pauldrons and hats. Maybe there's just nothing to argue over.
He had extra arms.
That may have been it, yeah.
That's true.
He had more pauldrons rather than bigger ones.
I wear a tie.
So I am Amon-sen, and you are Monkai?
Desdemona.
Sketh cracks the seal on his helmet. And I suppose if you are looking to serve this ship, I suppose that is a matter for its new captain. But moving the helmet, there is precedent.
Ah, not Monkai.
Tau, a respectable race. They aren't just dicks to everything they encounter.
You keep using that word. I am not familiar with it.
I will presume that you can discern the intention, good Tau, if you look at that I am calling them Monkai, and you are not Monkai.
It might be his word for human. Maybe.
You know it is pronounced monkey in their case, yes?
I think I know my own language, sir.
That is a different word.
Do not try my patience.
Yes.
Yes.
What is a Tau doing on a Monkai ship?
This Tau is being known as the Porwi Dalith Skethko Uit, and I am formerly of an embassy, and now I find myself on detached duty.
Duty.
And the third.
I'm assuming you're looking at Carnamord, who is just kind of giggling to himself.
And saying duty.
Mm-hmm.
That is right in keeping with Carnamord's character, since I didn't actually give him any.
Well, you gonna introduce yourself, or just keep giggling like a crazy person?
I'm gonna keep giggling like a crazy person.
Right, well, he's giggling like a crazy person.
And this is our navigator, who is usually more lucid. I believe he is still a little high on the drugs treating his wounds.
Wounds.
Turning back to Desdemona, I will say I would greatly appreciate it if you did not kill me. If that means anything to you.
No doubt.
I can be of great assistance.
You are dangerous, witch.
You correct her by saying warlock.
True, but he also isn't technically a warlock.
Good point.
Not yet, yeah.
He's a Time Lord.
You Monkai have had issues with them, right? Well, I suppose everyone has, to some extent.
I have seen what happens when you play with the warp.
And I'm sure you've also seen that Eldar are a fair amount better at it.
Very well, you're seeking a position. Why and how would you help us?
Well, I believe I gave you the why.
Fuck this planet.
I do so desperately want to leave. Have you been into the forests?
We have
You
had
understand
that
him so
misfortune.
much better.
I've been living there many years. Many, many years.
How'd you survive those bone thingies with the claws and stuff?
Mostly by not going near them.
I see there is a depth of experience in you that we could tap into.
Yes, I was there when you stirred those up. I had to leave very quickly.
They started it.
I'm quite sure they did. They also ended it, from what it looked like.
They only almost killed me.
That is what happens when you flee from battle.
Well, you expect me to fight those things? Screw that.
One cannot protect you when you're not nearby.
Yeah, I'll just go after everything with this tiny hand pistol. Pew!
Though, to be
pew.
entirely fair, he's not
And I'm
wrong
firing
in that
it
fighting
into
them is a
the
bad
air.
idea.
They probably should have taken it away from me when they realized how high I was.
That's good news. The hull of the ship is quite a bit thicker than any other thing you've encountered so far, so your shots to the air, while frightening, don't actually do anything.
Yeah, you could shoot at the wall of the ship for hours and not have anything happen.
Mm.
Until, an actual ship shoots at it, but that's different.
Mm.
Hold on a moment. Oh, wait, never mind. Never mind. Okay. Don't worry about it.
As to the how, I'm sure you've noticed my weaponry. You are very skilled in that area yourself, from the damage you managed to inflict on the surrounding area while shooting at me. But I'm going to assume that there can never be enough offensive power available. As well as other things. As much as you obviously detest using the warp, it can be very useful. Helpful, even.
Desmond will glance at Carnamord.
I'm considering shouting, "Everyone look at this," and opening my eye.
And thus proving psychers should be shot on sight.
Yeah, kind of.
That'd be the exact opposite of my point. I'm hoping you have my blade on hand.
It's safe.
Okay. I am very adept in staying hidden, as I'm sure you must have assumed.
As we failed to notice, yes.
Yes, I did follow you for some distance.
How do you expect to go unnoticed here?
On the planet, you mean? Or on the ship?
Both.
I would rather not return to the planet.
Unfortunately, you still have business here.
Is it the kind of business that requires a sword by your side?
As evidenced by today, perhaps.
Then I have ways of remaining hidden, though I would definitely not like to try them against the mass of Monkai on that planet for very long. On the ship, it is far simpler, as long as there is at least a single room I can stay hidden in. Or, if it does not matter, then the Monkai may know of me. Assuming none of them will shoot me as you have, if you are in command.
I keep this helmet on for a reason.
Desmond will kind
Fair
of smile.
enough.
You will find that I am more lenient than most of them.
That does not bode well. But I can keep myself quiet.
We'll find I am more forgiving of xenological faults. Bam, bam, bam.
Lol.
See, that was only 3 shots, not 5.
Honestly, I've just been going along with every crazy thing that happened since I started the mission that landed me here. Pew!
Very well, but there will be no witchcraft upon this ship unless absolutely necessary.
I assume absolutely necessary involves if we're boarded or such.
Or upon my command, yes.
Or if you're just bored.
Just gonna
As
look
I
at
s-
Carnamord.
As I said, he is still quite high off of the drugs that are helping him recuperate.
Perhaps you should appropriate his weapon then.
Pew, pew!
I've
That
seen
is
him
a-
fire it. He will unlikely hit anything.
Anything that matters, that is. Like, who cares if he shoots occasional, worker?
This is the Monkai. Okay.
Alright, it seems the party has come to an agreement. There's still the water issue, and the fact that the one of your Xenos can hide about as well as an orc in a china shop.
And it's not me. Because
Yeah,
my
and
hide skill is based off agility.
Let's get flesh-colored paint and make him go around in whiteface.
By that I mean he can't blend in, as in he cannot go down and be a part of the group. He can be Batman and just kind of
Yes,
stalk
I could
the
be
group.
Batman and be like in an alleyway close nearby, but then I have to move alleyways a lot, and then that's difficult.
Then there's always a chance he's found out just because he goes down an alleyway full of people.
And then run! Which, to be fair, running is easy.
You should have taken hide in plain sight.
Be
You're
right
off the
back.
road. Can I be a warp spider?
Do you want to talk and nothing but skittering? Fair enough.
actually, I think that's a Dark Eldar unit anyways, but
Warp spiders? No.
no?
No, that's standard Eldar.
Okay. Anyways.
God damn it, I want a flip belt.
I'll be
Yeah,
someone who-
Dark Eldar, they basically become the Green Goblin and fly around on things and cut you.
Yeah. For fun.
And kill
and
Mary
fun.
Jane Watson.
Well, she had it coming.
Well, she was always a silver medal.
At this point, I think I'll open the cell and let Desdemona decide whether to hand him back his sword with either end.
I was only waiting because I'm not sure Skullhat's here.
Yeah, no, Skull had to step away.
Oh, I didn't hear him say that.
Yep.
Shake hands with a slash co.
I'm currently wondering if it'd be worth it to take Sound Constitution.
Yeah, I so far haven't, only because I'm relying on my armor
Hmm.
and
It just
positioning.
seems like using that much experience for one additional wound.
Yeah, considering you already had a pretty decent wound count, I don't know.
I just got hit a bunch.
You had
Yeah.
really bad positioning, basically, because you didn't know they could do that.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
I was not expecting them to be able to actually get to me from there.
Yeah.
Sorry
as-
about that.
I
Okay.
did
Plan?
I did take 2 ranks of Sound Constitution, chiefly because I needed to wait one more session just to get the XP to start taking rank 2 things. So, yeah. It was a filler for me.
Yeah.
After the discussion we've had, I open the cell and let the new captain decide whether to hand the Eldar's sword back to him, pommel first or hit or point.
Yeah, so I'll hand it back through his stomach.
Ow.
Alright, roll up a new character.
So ends the adventures of.
I'm assuming she doesn't do that.
I'm not even sure she'd give him back his weapon immediately.
Well, if she doesn't, I will point out that sword will not be very effective in anyone's hands but my own.
Oh, I understand. I simply don't trust you yet.
I will ask you do not send me into combat then, yet. I won't be very much help to you without it.
If we need you in combat, you will have it. But on this ship, for the moment, you'll remain mostly unarmed. As much as a witch can be.
Yes, well. You, Monkai, have the term psyker, don't you?
Keep talking, I'll be right back. Get to know each other.
If you have the term psyker, why witch?
Quite simply, because you were dangerous.
Ah, so psyker is the kind you like.
We'll see.
From my own contextual experience of it, it's not so much like as sanction.
Tolerate. Like me.
Yes. You do what exactly?
I have all kinds of magic powers that are completely useful.
He is our navigator. He pilots our ship through the warp.
Ah.
I can also see where any ship has gone.
Ah, well, that is helpful.
Yeah, it never comes up.
Have you
We
not
haven't
run
had-
into other ships?
Haven't had to track other ships by scent yet.
Well,
I can
if
smell
ever you do need to, I'm sure that'd be very helpful.
For now, did you happen to see the woman that approached us before combat?
I imagine I saw her only slightly before you did. I paid not much attention to her until she approached you.
Scath, we'll need to use channels. I want to find out who that woman was.
I
You don't know who she
Shall-
was?
I would go
You-
with Channel
you-
5.
You seem to have quite the long conversation with her.
yeah, she apparently she had some business umbrage with us that we were not aware of until her servants opened fire. We're not sure what that's about, but I will go get on the Vox and see if I can begin circulating a description.
Good. I'll deal with the transfer of power upon the ship.
Yes, I imagine that will get rather rough, won't it? There are a lot of people on this ship, aren't there?
Most of them never met the captain. It will not change much.
Faceless voices in power.
It is the human way, I'm told.
Have you not seen the size of this ship?
True, I assumed you, Monkai, had some easier way of traversing it.
It's more, do you personally know every person upon your world?
No. Fair enough.
I shall make my way to the vicinity of the bridge and begin working the Vox. Which Skullhat won't know until he's back anyways, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I just remembered that he's AFK.
For the moment, you
I
will
know
have to
every
remain
person on my
here.
world. I name them
until-
all George. Pew, pew.
You'll have to remain here until we can find you quarters.
So I am to live in the brig.
Temporarily.
I'm sure you have no actual problems with this, Captain.
As per our agreement, I will find you quarters. I simply need to, well, familiarize myself with all the captain's duties to do so.
Just give him 5 nickels.
This monk guy can stay if he wants.
Yo, new guy, have you ever thought about your hands?
Not particularly.
They can touch anything but themselves.
He will then promptly touch his fingers to his own hand.
Whoa, my mind's blown.
Yep, we let him fly ships.
And now you see why I scratched it up on the way back.
That's also why you rolled 100 the first time.
I'll be right back.
Someone managed to jerk your hands away from the controls in time.
Even high as fuck, I'm still better than the next good guy.
Well, yeah.
Where has Skullhat gone?
Somewhere.
Oh, where could he be?
His ears cut short and his tail cut long.
I mean, we know he's in California. Maybe I could go find him.
Of course. How
There's
big
a
could
thing-
California be?
There
Back in just a sec.
was a
California's
thing on the
pretty damn
Daily
big.
Show a while back where they showed an actual thing from a children's DVD that was like, where's my little dog gone? Where a whole bunch of kids go looking for their lost dog, and one of the scenes has them singing that song in a construction site with without any protective equipment, and the guy on the bulldozer just singing about how he saw him near the bulldozer earlier.
Then he ran it over.
Imitatable behavior. It's fun.
So, anyone feel like any Vermintide later?
Oh? Why?
I don't know, it just sounds fun.
Well, we still got about an hour left.
Oh, of course. But something about, being in Warhammer gets me in the mood for Warhammer.
Weird how that works.
I know, right?
Both Skullhat and Tio are gone right now.
Yeah, I know.
Apologies about that. I had to handle the situation. Back now.
No
Guess
worries.
what? Tio's gone.
Yeah, Tio's gone at the moment.
Oh, well.
You left.
We did
She
decide
left.
a couple things. Skef is going to be going to the bridge and get on the Vox and try to find information about the woman that ambushed us. Yep. Oh, there he is.
Jolly good. I need, Need a roll to be specific. This is gather information. One moment. There's a couple ways you could do this, I think. On the Vox, you don't have a whole lot of options of the thing. I will accept a charm attempt as you attempt to, I don't know, flirt with whoever's on the other side of the line, I suppose, just to get the information sent to you rather than having to land on planet.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking for a particular woman, a businesswoman. Do you think it would? I could describe her to you. I only met her in passing, and I'm afraid she was much too busy to give me her name. Do you think you could find see if anyone there knows who it is? Along that line is what I'm thinking.
Direct traffic fella. I don't know. I'm all for saying.
Well, if you could maybe put me in touch with the frequencies for some of the merchants at large, perhaps they may know their own.
Alright. You're eventually patched through to what you hope for, Selful. How many successes is that?
That is 3 degrees.
Okay. Here's what you gather after a few hours on the Vox and doing a lot of sweet talking. Lady Julia Novella of the House Baragi. Baragi is... Sorry, it's pronounced Bargri, but they call it Baragi because locals. They are possibly the most powerful noble house on planet, or at least the oldest. The Bargrisar is named after them. So you can kind of guess what their attitude is like. No, I'll give you the spelling. Bargri.
Okay.
But it's mispronounced frequently because locals.
Because
Bonkai.
Skullhat too, yes. Skullhat also has trouble pronouncing anything, especially when his mouth is burned. Anyway, I have French fries. They're fresh and, well, regrets. Now then, she in particular is the heiress to the house and is thus extremely powerful. It would not be uncommon for her to use her clout in all manners of interesting ways. The house delves mostly in information these days. Like, they're just so important. They know so much. Their hands are everywhere. Like, you can't really pick out a specific thing they deal in. They deal in everything. But most of it's trade information at this stage. Their particular trademark is, or at least hers, is a fluttering golden dove clasping its talons together like it's shaking its own hand in a way. It's like her mark. Anything that has her specific backing, like legal documents, will have that seal. The house's seal is actually one of the Bargrisars proper, like just a full-grown Saudi Bargrisar picture, like just bam.
Yep.
While she is the heiress, and that's one of the most powerful, she's not the one you have to worry about. There's a reason that is their symbol, because they are known for their particular ancestor. At some point, and no one knows when, there have been many investigations into it, and not many people are alive back then, and those that aren't on planet. They have a dreadnought. And the person inside the dreadnought is not a space marine, apparently, which is very confusing because the process should probably ultra kill anyone who's not, so it's rather confusing. The rumors astound that it's either like the memories of in some sort of robotic dreadnought, or maybe this dreadnought is actually so old and ancient it works on normal people. No one really can hash it out, and the dreadnought proper isn't much talky. But anytime there is a threat to the family, on any significant, obvious level, he just walks out and tears them apart, because dreadnought.
For those not familiar with the setting, Dreadnought, huge-ass mecha type thing, but it has to be piloted by a pilot who's basically built into it during its construction.
It's a living coffin. They use them for Space Marines who can no longer physically fight, but are still alive, technically, and they put them in there to live out the rest of their days in a coffin that can kill things.
So it's
Yep,
like a Leviathan from Farscape if it had weapons.
Yeah, more or less.
It's also the Red Duke.
Yes, the Red Duke's style is directly paraphrased off of.
I do not
Dreadnought.
believe the Red Duke is actually fused into his machine.
No. I'm
It
just saying
would
the
be
look
if
No,
he
is
but
wore
you
exactly.
leather
use the
seats and
graphics.
got in while naked one day.
Psst.
Have you ever tried to peel bear skin off a leather seat?
Yes, pain.
You may as well just stay there forever.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the worst when that happens at an orgy.
he's not wrong.
That
Now that
couch
that's done,
would have seen things if not for the fact that it's now part of the people upon it.
eh. What else about her would you know? With 3 successes, she's obscenely rich. I mean, that's to be expected, but like personal wealth, not just her house wealth. So she's been very successful, not just relying purely on the house's power, which is still significant. So she has both her own personal wealth and ability and that of the house. Besides the
So,
oh, go on.
yep, that's all well and good, but do my investigations tell me anything about why she may have a beef with us? Like-
Her specifically, not too clear. I mean, you might have
Or
offended her at some
her house,
stage.
her interests. I'm thinking
Oh, the house is
her
offended
house
at
may
you for
have
very
been...
simple reasons, really. One does not come down, crash the market, and then get to just leave.
Gotcha. They're insulted that we came in and traded under their noses, and
You did not give them the proper
didn't
respects. You didn't pay
Yes.
them. You didn't do anything. You just showed up one day,
Well, they didn't-
took
they
everyone's
didn't put
stuff, and left.
They didn't put up a sign.
They didn't feel it was necessary to. You're expected to. And you wouldn't know that because you're Tau, so...
Every ship that comes from off-planet to trade is, by definition, coming from off-planet. They couldn't possibly know, Sketh says, staring at this report, throwing up his hands and shouting to anyone who will listen, "Oh my god, these people, what's wrong with them?"
Desdemona patiently
I think they're more
explains
high
that
than me. Pew,
they
pew,
only
pew, pew.
ever have any visitors in the form of one visitor every, I think it's 50 years or so, for the Imperial Tithe. Can't say it right now. Tithe, thank you. Tithe. The Imperial Tithe, basically the taxes. Basically the only people that ever come here, ever, is the big spaceship with an Inquisitor picking up the taxes. That's it. For like many generations.
What
That
are
is
the
it.
coordinates of their estate?
Yeah, it's pretty easy. Upper level, I can't give you the exact
I'm
coordinates.
talking about coordinates like, can we get them from space coordinates?
Not without destroying the whole hive. Or at least
Let's do it.
drastically, like...
Do we have any titanium rods on board?
Yeah, but not the kind that survives space. Like, sorry, re-entry is more correct.
Do we have any inanimate carbon rods?
No. Those are being
Anyways,
used.
before we consider planetary bombardment as a means of resolving social issues,
Well, it would fix our problem, wouldn't it?
it'd fix that
It'd just
problem,
make more
but
problems,
good.
really.
But-
It'd solve one problem and make a whole new one.
That's called Rogue Trader.
Oh. So,
Let's blow up the hive and then just go to a different system.
hmm,
Thereby completely pissing Skull Hat off because he has to make a new system.
Oh, no, I have an extra system prepared if you do that. It won't piss me off. I'll just be like, oh, that's neat. So, in the next system, you come across around, I don't know, 4
a
ships
black
hunting
hole.
your ass
Everyone
down.
dies. GTFO.
No, I'm not so blunt. I just have you reminded of consequences is all.
Well, the same thing will happen to us as happened to that gulag at the end of the last episode of Legends of Tomorrow. Worked it
God.
in. How did you watch it after I told you?
I haven't yet, but my wife will be watching it later tonight. I've let her know in a non-spoiler way your recommendation.
They're worse than us. They went to free the people who they got trapped last week, and yada yada yada. Entire prison blew up in nuclear explosion.
Nice.
After they got their own people out.
Yeah, sounds like us. Nice.
All success, everybody. Drinks are all around.
Yeah, and you're probably not supposed to think about it, but because it was a Soviet gulag, that means most of the guards were just normal people doing their jobs, and most of the prisoners were innocent.
Yep.
Seems legit.
Seems legit to me too. So what are you going to do about the water problem and the noble
Well, first
problem?
things first, Desdemona needs to get the leadership of the ship behind her.
Hmm.
Well, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but the second you show up and say, I'm the captain now, no one argues with you.
Okay.
You're the scary woman with the scary guns that, like, even the previous captain, was kind of iffy about. Like, at this point, the crew has accepted whatever you say as from the God Emperor himself, essentially. They can't, like, argue with you.
Thus,
And if they do, they
morale
get shot.
improves.
If you were anyone else, yeah, they could put up a fuss, but you're a battle sister who's obviously a battle sister. I mean, there's not a whole lot they can do to argue.
Okay, well that makes
Because
that
if
easy.
if they argue against it, then they're clearly being heretics. I mean, there's no way to get around that.
Mm-hmm.
I
First order-
have dealt with your captain's body in the best way I saw fit, and now I am captain. That came out wrong.
Her first order of business is getting her filthy Xenos some quarters. Preferably private ones somewhere.
If I remember right, I'm actually bunked down on the command deck, mainly because that's the most secure section of the ship. I'm not sure if you want your new Xeno that close to the bridge, though.
Why do I feel like there's going to be a scene next week where he's pulling out a camera and taking a picture of all the
Sorry, of all the what?
Earth tech?
Ah.
I don't even know if you'd call it tech for him.
Why are you smashing rocks together to move around?
Heh.
What's wrong with you, Monkai?
Either way, that's fine with her. She'll probably have to change her quarters too, actually.
Amon sounds like, you mean your ship goes through space by firing explosions? What is wrong with you?
Why
That
do you
is
not do
inherently
anything
lethal.
right?
How are you all still alive?
So yeah, she'll take what was previously probably the captain's quarters. Because I'm assuming
So it's a greasy workshop with no bed.
No, he had the laboratorium. His
Well,
I know,
quarters were
no bed.
basically-
There's like some sort of like harness thing he
there,
climbed into.
there are default captain's quarters. He probably didn't use them, but they're there.
Yeah,
Oh, just the
they're
default
usually
cabins.
somewhere close to the command deck.
Oh, that is actually proper. Like at least has a bed.
Yeah, because she needs to be somewhere nearby for decisions.
Mm-hmm. It's not bad. It hasn't been lived in, but it's orderly.
There is a large empty harem beside it.
Don't worry, it'll soon be a shrine to the Emperor.
Here, I hoped he said it would soon be full. All right then.
Okay, yeah, we need to handle this water situation still.
Yeah, remind me how dire it is.
I'm sorry. What? Was looking at something.
Remind us how dire this water situation is.
You're gonna start having to drink your own piss in roughly a month.
And on average, how long would it take us to fly to the next nearest inhabited star system?
Depends on how far away it is, because you don't actually know, but at best, assuming it's as close as possible without being rammed up against it, a month, half a month if you're fast, like you push the ship and take shortcuts.
And Desdemona wouldn't bother anyway. We need the water now.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get an idea of sense of time scale here.
Your ship takes shortcuts to the warp as it is, but shortcuts are only just shortcuts. You're not, like, teleporting.
Yep.
Now, if you had access to the webway, that would be faster. Everyone looks at the fucking Eldar and says, I can't access it, bitches. I don't have my license.
Even if he did, it would just fire on us the moment we passed through. Alright, so we need water and we need to get it despite interference from the local nobility.
So you want to what with a local ability? Like convince them to give you water? Sorry, I keep having
We
to
still
write shit down.
we still need to buy water. That is,
And
and
we
we need
need
to do it despite having problems.
Do you want to go down on planet to haggle yourself, or just accept whatever price they give you?
They?
Well, I'm assuming you want to buy water from the only people with water capability.
Yeah.
Basically, you're talking to a water merchant.
Yes. What is the list price?
It equates to, after he sounds embarrassed actually when he says this. The number would be roughly equivalent to 15 profit factor.
15 for water? What?
Yes, 15.
They're gouging us.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He did sound embarrassed saying it.
Yes. Let's see
Okay,
here.
I have a few questions.
You like butt over and shove him away from the box. I got
No,
questions.
this is OOC questions for the for the crew.
Mm.
So are there anyone of the crew that actually knows how to use a weapon?
Oh yeah, you have a security detail. There's a fair number of them.
How many can we fit on this ship to come down with us?
I'll
the
go down
shuttle?
with you. I think like 7 more, I believe.
And how well armed can we bring them?
The only weapons you have that aren't on your person would just be las guns.
Still las guns.
Yep. So yeah, we're going to be bringing down a security detail with us when we go to negotiate.
Even just having a pair of red shirts with us is...
It's more for the show of force than anything else.
And to remind you that if we absolutely needed to, we could keep bringing down ships of people with nothing but sticks, and probably have a lot of people.
Yeah.
Also, I have an alternative suggestion.
Speak.
We have dealt with the criminal underworld element on this planet before. They need to drink too.
Nothing says they can't get into contact. Ahab would know, if anyone.
Can you make contact from here, or should we meet in person?
Considering what he was like last time, I don't think he even owns a Vox.
Yeah, we may have to go visit.
There is still the smuggling, like the illegal landing.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
be using that.
Yeah,
Still
Cardboard,
bringing the troops.
how's your NyQuil treating you?
Woo!
You think you're up to a low levels landing?
Yeah, sure.
Hold on, just let me chug this. Takes a big bottle of whiskey. Alright, I'm good now.
Why wouldn't I be? Pew, pew, pew.
You've run out of ammo a while ago, so he's just kind of saying pew and pointing.
Here, and I'd been thinking he was saying pew every time he pulled the trigger,
He
whether
did,
it
but
was
now you
firing a
hear
bullet or
him.
not. Oh.
I have been.
Doesn't he have a
Okay.
hell pistol?
What about a hell pistol?
Isn't that what Cardboard has?
Yep.
Well, he's out of ammo,
So no bullets, but
pure raw
Alright.
laser heat.
I'm gonna need to recharge it on the flight down, but yeah.
Okay, so yeah, let's go meet up with the criminal elements and
So do you want to bring those 7 men with you then? That's a bit of a crowd and we'll draw attention.
I kind of think we're going to be drawing attention anyway.
Are you
They don't-
openly having an Eldar walking next to you, or?
Or the fact that Desdemona exists.
Yeah, I'm
and-
wondering how unsubtle you're being here, okay?
let's put it this way: I plan on bringing my rifle this time.
it's probably
So-
good.
Slung on my
okay.
back, but I'm bringing the rifle.
Fair enough.
We just got attacked by a small army. I'm done with this shit.
Okay, will the Eldar be openly walking next to you, and are you bringing your 7 troops or not?
Might throw a bag over the Eldar's head.
If the Eldar's coming with you, the Eldar's going to be hiding.
Yeah, let him be in the wind, and let's
Men or no men?
let's bring the men, even if it's just goons barely armored carrying pistols. It's goons carrying
Well,
pistols.
if I can give him, I'll give him las guns, full out rifles. But
Your security detail, at least the well-equipped ones, have not quite as well as the Imperial Guard, but they do have las guns and sort of armor. It's not
that's good
quite
enough.
I think it's like flak jackets. Anyway.
But yeah, they'll be coming. We'll probably leave, I don't know, maybe 2 back as a security detail with the ship. Actually, no, the ship has a crew anyway. That's right.
I will keep in mind your security detail numbers in the near thousands. 7 men will
No,
not make
I'm
a
talking
difference.
about the ship on the planet.
Yeah,
Oh, what
shuttle.
about-
The shuttle.
Keep calling it a shuttle.
Okay.
Okay, what about the shuttle? Oh, you're going to keep 2 on the shuttle to guard it.
Yes.
Okay, sense made.
Yeah.
Since people are screwing with us, I want to make sure we got a ride off.
Smart. All right, I do need a pilot check to get you guys to, like, again, easy, but
Are
you
you
rolled
giving
100
the-
already.
Are you giving the Eldars guns?
Once we get to planet, yes.
You land successfully. I'm presuming the entire group will advocate from the ship, and
This is where the Eldar gets to prove whether he's trustworthy or not, basically. She's giving
Speaking
him
of,
everything.
I want a disguise check from the Tau, who walks openly, and a hide check from the Eldar, who doesn't.
By hide, which one do you mean?
Guess.
Well, do you want concealment or move silently?
Concealment's more
Concealment is
important.
actually
They're making
hide.
enough noise to where move silently isn't going to come up very often.
And on the plus side, I'm kind of hoping we
Of
draw
course I
enough
roll
eyes.
super fucking high. But yeah, we do have a lot of people
fucking
drawing
dear.
eyes.
Like, we're very much not
Depending
being
on the
subtle.
modifier, that could still actually work, because I have a concealment of 60.
Well, you guys make your way off the shuttle.
Hmm.
And
By
the
the way,
Eldar,
yes,
forgetting,
Carry on.
forgetting people have eyes, maybe, just waltzes out the front of the ship, just swagger, stand there, make a pose, breathe deep of the
Don't give
shitty
me
air.
that.
You rolled a 94, guy. It
Yeah,
was
if
already a
it's
difficult...
60, this means you fuck up.
No, because it was already a difficult roll. You were taking a minus 20 to success because you're trying to sneak off of a place with one entrance while everyone's watching.
I figured they'd be watching the, 12 different people with guns. Alright.
Yeah, they were, and you're like swaggering out in front of them because you got a roughly equivalent to 120 there. You
Well,
rolled
nothing to do
120.
about it. Unless, actually, did you give me that fate point?
Mhm. Oh, yeah, you have that back.
Alright, then yeah, I'll use that on it. I was out of fate, but if I have a fate point now because I got a new one, then yeah.
Fair enough. Still fails.
Not failed as badly,
No.
I guess.
This time you were at the back of the group, and as everyone slipped, everyone's marching out, and you try to slip out, you notice a dock worker double take at you.
Here, I'm gonna... Oh, wait, dang it. Where am I at?
Because there are just several dock workers that are making sure your ship is, secure and whatnot.
That's for awareness to tell whether or not he's been seen.
Oh yeah, he's been spotted by at least 3 dock workers.
Sketh, deal with this.
Sketh, you're not sure what she's asking you to do, but clearly something needs dealing with.
We
One
got
second.
logs, we could talk to each other. We've all got helmets.
She'll be...
Oh, you
basically-
explain? Okay, there you go then.
Yeah, she'll be pointing and nudging towards him, just making it kind of obvious.
Ah, well, yes, Sketh, you've noticed that he's been spotted. Apparently, even though he's quite thin, he's not quite landing gear thin, so his attempt to hide behind the landing gear didn't really work.
I mean, at least he's still wearing full armor, so the only thing that's noticeable is that his body shape is fucking weird.
Yeah, that's super distinct Eldar armor. Yeah, good thing.
Yeah, at least it's burnt, so it's not
Well,
super colorful.
To be fair, random fucks might not know what Eldar armor is.
True, but it is a very unusual, and he's clearly
Yes.
trying to be sneaky. Trying and failing, but he is trying.
But it's at least maybe explainable, hopefully, by our charm expert.
Yeah, I hope you can explain it. How would you like to try? You can blather at them, charm, intimidate, you have all sorts of options. Fantastic.
Bait.
You guys haven't gotten
Bait.
2 feet onto the planet.
God damn
Bait.
It's what happens when the dice roll fuck you.
Roll again then, Mr. Spend a fate point.
Oh my god!
Okay, it doesn't matter what I'm going to say at this point. Everybody back aboard the fucking plane.
Clearly today is not your fucking day.
Yeah, the
Despite-
dice are just not happy,
Okay,
I
Skull
guess.
Hat. How well defended inside is this? Like, do they have manned guns or?
You've never had an opportunity to really find out. You do know they have security detail, which are naturally servitors, but these aren't like the last servitors you encountered. They're battle servitors, to be sure, but they're not as new and shiny, I guess is the best way to describe them. But they're
We
better
don't know
armed.
they're going to turn immediately hostile. They just know something's fucky.
Oh, they're better armed because, well, 2 of them have plasma cannons and 1 is holding a multi-melta. So,
But they're probably spent the last 100 years hauling crates of illicit goods back and forth, and are probably doing so at this very moment.
oh no, they're not gonna be able to shoot you immediately. No.
Yeah.
Men, surround these workers. Hold them here.
The workers try to protest. I'm assuming you're okay with the guards knocking them the fuck out.
Yeah.
All right. So you have 3 unconscious men who are hauled aboard.
I mean,
you get
they're
some more
scum.
weird looks from everyone else, I guess. Please roll me another high check.
Please actually be a roll
Come on,
this
son.
time. God damn it.
Holy shit on a tit.
Are
Okay.
you seeing these dice?
Yeah,
Actually, that's
I
kind
am.
of weird. We go from a 4 to a 99.
Well, Amundsen attempts to hide once more from the prying eyes, but now more people have noticed the weird fucker trying to hide, and one of the security guards, a human, like a proper guard who just has a pistol, honestly, cries, "Hey, who are you? What are you doing sneaking about?" Things are rapidly going tits up, and you just got off
now-
fucking ship.
now
Bribe
that
them,
we're...
Sketh. We will pay for this if necessary.
That is an option.
Hmm.
If you're willing to grease palms, I need a commerce roll.
A commerce roll, you say?
Yeah, and it's under a type of, like, you can use barter, or you can use, what was the other one called? I don't remember the word.
7 degrees of success.
Alright, this is commerce then.
Yep.
I mean, Sketh is Commerce King.
Okay, you basically pay them rubber bands and they look the other way.
Yeah, seriously, Jesus.
Pay them in the lives of their workers.
Essentially. You convince, I don't know, you basically grease the palms and insist he's just one of those psycho assassins that's been stalking them, but he hasn't made his move yet, so you're not really concerned, so they just
say
pretend
he's a
not to see
mutant.
anything.
He's a mutant that's been approved by people. That's all you have to do.
Or he's just a weird
They don't
spacer.
care what your excuse is, they're not paying any attention anymore.
Alright,
Alright.
now can we leave the place that's super easy to spot people in?
Yes. You're finally out in the
God.
alleyways.
That was a clusterfuck.
Yeah, it kind of was.
Blame the dice.
Blame the dice.
Fuck you, dice. Alright, so you're going straight to Ahab's then.
Yeah.
Question. Will you be trying to avoid gangs? Or do you not care because of your heavily armed status?
How much time does it add through the... Because we know the maps now.
At least an hour.
Screw it.
Yeah.
We're still going to do it.
Yeah,
Avoiding
because
gangs is good.
at this point, we kind of want to get on planet, barter our stuff, and get off before the nobles in this particular trade house know that we're here. Taking the quick route might be a better idea anyway.
Okay, so you're going to just barge on through, ignoring all gangs? Just like, fuck it, we don't care, we're armed?
Basically, if they want to come at the people who are, reasonably well armed with the battle sister and the walking monstrosity with the weird last looking rifle, okay.
And we got
Okay.
the guys, don't we?
Yeah,
That's
7
what I
guys.
meant. Yeah.
Yeah,
So we've got 5
I
troops
did
with us.
reseal my helmet before coming planetside. Obviously.
course.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I'm not talking monstrosity, I
carry
mean
on.
the armor, not you,
Okay.
the person.
Yep. Okay. Carry on.
Right, so all I need then is another hide check and disguise check. So hide check from Amundsen and a disguise check from Skith.
There
Those
you
are
go.
among
That
people.
one passes, finally.
And this one actually is a bonus because there's lots of alleyways to duck into, so it's easier.
Actually, it doesn't matter, but wouldn't that be a better move? Use his move silently if going through alleyways? I don't know.
It sounds
You're
as if
using
they can
hide to
hear
be
you.
not seen. These guys make enough noise to where unless someone is close enough to you, they're not going to hear you regardless. These guys are like
Fair.
in power armor.
Yeah.
They sound like a fucking parade. Sketh, did you roll disguise for me?
I can. I was just about to ask you why.
You're passing by essentially gangs who glare
Don't
at
you
you,
roll
but they don't
disguise
start
once
anything.
though?
It's to fool a group of people who are watching you intently. So once for each group of people trying
I
to watch you
assume
intently.
the
I'm a
rifle
guy
is
in
kind of
armor,
what.
unless they. Yeah.
You can't fail on anything except 100. I just like having that option of failure there, and I kind of have to.
Your
Fair
helmet
dues.
suddenly unseals and falls off.
Yeah, you pass. Even on 80, you like I said, it's almost impossible.
Okay, carry on.
But since there's always that chance of failure, I have to.
Yep.
All right, so you make it there, thankfully, with no more incidents. Breathe sighs of release, and you finally make it to Captain Ahab's offices. I'm assuming you just barge in uninvited.
No.
No,
We'll
I'm going to let
we
Sketh
want to be
handle
on his good
negotiations.
graces.
Who knocks then?
Tap, 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 bam, bam.
Who's there?
Good Captain Ahab. It is your it is Jeff.
Get in here.
Desmond will direct the guards to stay outside
They do so.
and look around. Basically, guard.
Keep an eye out and warn you if anything's coming.
Hamon said we'll do the same, actually.
Yeah, he's going to be useful as a scout.
I have way higher
Batman.
awareness than these people.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, and I
You-
assume we've queued him into our Vox frequencies by
Yes,
now.
I would presume you have, yes.
I think I have the best awareness of the group now, actually.
Quite possible.
Yeah, I would assume.
I make my way inside.
Ahab is there waiting for you, and he's got a lot more bottles this time around. He's in the middle of draining them. He doesn't look well. Unwell. He looks less well than usual.
Ooh, what ails you? What ails you, sir?
He hiccups. Oh, nothing.
No, this much anesthetic is seems copious even for yourself.
Nothing you can do nothing about.
Are you sure? Because we have come hoping to curry some favor out of you.
Alright. Can you stop an Inquisitor?
Stop
Which
him from doing what?
Inquisitor?
Well, that's twice. You're here. I should arrest you. He hiccups again. Hold on. He rubs his face. Alright, so did you hear about the scuffle on the top floors, Noble District?
It may have reached our ears.
Yeah, well, according to reports, number one, Noble District immediately gets people's attention. If that had been happening on the lower levels, it might have gone unnoticed, but up there, So Noble District, you got attention. 2, apparently, according to the cameras, there was a Xeno presence. That's twice. Once, fluke, mistaken identity. Twice, pattern. The Inquisitor's on his way. And, considering you're here, there won't be a whole lot of planet left. He pours himself a shot, throws a shot aside, takes from the bottle.
So I don't suppose there's any way we could take some of this water off of the planet before it gets blown up.
You could try, I guess. Won't matter none.
We were hoping to get your aid in doing such.
I'd explain this. Anyone who has any amount of money or say or anything is doing everything they can to locate xenopresence and kill them. And I'm looking at one. I'm going to say we have, I don't know. He looks over like a clock. 10 minutes before they show up trying to kill us all. Depending how subtle you were getting here. You pass by anyone? Because if you did, that's shortened to 5 minutes. Because that's been xenopresence confirmed twice now. And the judge has gone to a flurry. He's called on the Battle Sisters. They've gotten together, and the fucking Space Marine has kicked down his door and looks pissed off. So that whole marching band is going to come right down here and put their foot up my ass. So I'm dead either way. Just them suspecting you're here is probably going to kill me.
Do you want to live?
It'd be nice.
Would you
Can
like
you help us
passage
from-
off planet?
Oh, I'd love that.
Can you help us from off planet?
No.
We require. Basically,
I got a gun.
If you want to
That
come
mean-
with us, we need payment. We need
Alright.
water.
Water. Payment and water. Oh, I know. It's risky. He's probably going to kill us, but, we're screwed anyways. He reaches under his desk and pulls out the huge Ripper gun, which is basically a massive shotgun. Here's what's going to happen. We don't have long before they get here, but if we can get out of here, I know how to get some water to your ship. It was for oil, but if we got someone who's good with machines, we could probably get it working again. Didn't you have a fella? I'm sure he could fix it. You had a fella he could fix it up, get your water aboard using that old machine, and minimize danger. I mean, there's always a chance you get like some monsters in the water, but whatever, fuck it at this point. I think you will see the problem.
I'm afraid he's no longer with us.
What do you mean?
How much
He was on the ship,
expertise is
no big deal.
required?
He's dead. Pew pew.
Stop shooting around in my fucking office. You're putting holes in the wall.
How much expertise would be required?
I don't know. I've never tried it before. It's the equivalent of like changing straws. I don't know. You hear outside, everyone hears this. Rumbling is a good word. It's like the floor is shaking a bit.
Very well, we're leaving. Come with us.
Well, I'll look around.
Yes.
That's against a 50.
Yeah, you would notice this. The rumbling is fairly obvious because there's a rhino heading this way.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Around, I don't know, between 50 to 100 troopers. It's a lot of dudes. It's pretty significant. You think the judge is there, but they're all Monkai to you.
A rhino is the big, basically block tank, right?
No.
Yeah.
A rhino. Oh yeah, wait, no. No, rhino's a transport.
Yeah,
Rhino's
a
an
transport.
NPC.
It's a
Okay,
box.
but it's a big,
It's
big
still got a
box.
big gun,
Metroid
but it is
box.
an APC.
The best it'll have would be a. I mean, usually they don't come with
I said it's still a big box, right?
Yes, but it doesn't always have guns.
Okay, that was.
But it's usually filled with people.
Who have
So
places to shoot out.
on the box, there's a very large box with treads coming over here. Oh, and lots of Monkai.
Which direction?
Relative to your position, the southern alleyway.
And
main
which
thoroughfare,
direction
really,
do we
but-
need to? Which direction is that compared to the, leaving?
Oh, well, either direction could make you leave, but the way you came was north, so they're coming from the south, so you
Excellent.
turn right instead of left.
They are coming from the south.
Come with us. We're leaving now.
That sounds wonderful. Hold on. He grabs like as many balls as he can and just shoves them in his jacket. All right, I'm ready.
Bring your weapon.
Ooh.
All right, that. I'm assuming you all sprint for it.
Yep.
Yeah, we're running now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm running.
Okay, as you turn you turn north, i.e. right from his exit, you do get some distance before you run into, remember those gangs you passed?
Mm-hmm.
Remember why they were being armed?
Yes.
Yeah, they're waiting for you. So, yeah. I'm gonna
Whoa.
just scribble for a bit, don't mind me.
Actually, if you need to prep a battle map, then this is a point to
Alright,
break.
I do need to prep a battle map, and we will break here then.
Yep, we are basically 5 minutes from 6 o'clock, so...
I had no real way to warn you without giving it away that seeing Xeno twice, obviously, is probably the sign that the Inquisitor needs to come down and start burning things.
Yeah, well...
Question,
Things
though.
by I mean the whole planet.
Even if
How'd
we
the
weren't
Inquisitor
responsible for
get here
this
that
sec-
quickly? Or we're
The
talking
Inquisitor
about...
isn't here. The Inquisitor's
No,
coming.
no,
on
no, no, no,
planet.
no. He's not here. He's officially coming. Is the
Okay.
Everyone's fucking panicking because the
Okay,
Inquisitor's
no,
on
I'm
his
just
way.
making sure, because the call goes out for a while for travel, so...
Yeah, no, he's not going to get here. You'll probably be long gone, but the planet
It'll
might
be like
be also
months
long
before
gone.
you hear, won't it?
At least 2 or 3, yeah.
Yeah, but then the Inquisitor shows up and he kills fucking everybody because he wants the Xeno, and the Xeno isn't here.
More or less.
Give me the Xeno. Die.
Essentially, here's the scenario. They're panicking because even if they, like, you guys escape and whatever, and they're all fine and dandy, but you guys escape. He shows up and you're not there, he will probably exterminate the planet just to be sure of the Xeno's presence being removed, or best case scenario, he doesn't do that and just finds a way to track you guys and will start pursuing you. Other scenario is these people kill you themselves and present the bodies to him, thereby avoiding any consequences.
Yep.
You've basically set off the Xeno alarm.
Whoa,
Which
It's time to have
Xenos.
my shuttle start blasting its way to us.
It's a
Right
hive
through the
city.
hive
This may
city,
take a while to
take a lot.
shoot, and they have their own ships.
Phew.
You can't exactly fly that thing inside the city without like shooting a hole in the city, and that itself is hard. So we'll see how that goes, though. So for now, we've broken, and you may all consider how terrifying it's going to be on a Imperial head planet when you have Xeno.
Yeah,
On the
well,
goods, on the upside, we have Xenos on our side. Surely
Yeah.
their advanced technology will help us through this.
Yes, all of 2 Xeno. Yeah,
I can give you lots of plasma grenades.
he's not wrong.
They're fun. They go boom.
Yeah, grenades do that.
These go boom in a special way.
In 4-meter radii, I believe you said.
Yes.
In my pants.
And that way.
Can we not have that way?
Nope, it's not an option.
To be fair, if it's an individual chasing us, I can fuck up individuals pretty bad.
The Inquisitor could crush any one of you without trying.
Oh, no, I know. It's an Inquisitor. They do that.
This is their job.
You know,
Uh-huh.
I've just realized there's no point in me actually having a crack grenade, and that's kind of sad.
Why not?
Well, because my bolt pistols hit as hard with higher penetration.
Yeah, crack rounds. You just have those, problem solved.
I know, it's just like, crack grenades should do more than that, though.
They don't. Crack grenades are just what you're shooting in handhold throwable form. What do you think a crack round is, anyway? That's what a crack round is, the grenade that comes out the gun.
Actually, I probably will end up using this in the next combat. Telekinetic
Also-
crush.
You could, and the other reason you have crack grenades is you can have like a bundle of them, like 10, tie them in a big ball, slap them on a thing, and then shoot it to set them off in a massive explosion to get through a wall or
that's true.
something.
Yeah.
They'll also
Wall
make a
removal.
bigger hole than just shooting at something.
That too. Much bigger hole.
So I really want to use this telekinetic crush on someone.
You probably
Mind
will. And
crush.
the gang, at the very least. Trust me, the gang is going to put up at least something of a. They're going to try.
I pit my willpower against their toughness.
They're going to be crushed. But my point is, the gang is probably not going to be that much of a fight. But my suggestion is, don't stay around and fight it out. Like, get past them. They're trying to slow you down, not necessarily kill
Well,
you.
yeah.
We're on a timer here.
The benefit of telekinetic crush is that I can grapple people with it. From long
I don't know why you want to
distance.
bring them with you.
No. It just means they can't do fucking anything while I walk past them.
How many people can you have crushed at once?
It's the same as sustaining any other power. So right now, 2.
Yeah, there's going to be more than 2 guys.
I'm just saying it's a thing I can do while moving.
Yeah, I know. We just need to cut through them, probably with a flamer, honestly,
Flamer
is
would
what
do
I'm
it.
going to be using. Because they have to either move out of the way or get set on fire.
Some of them are jacked up on super drugs. They might choose to be set on fire. They can't tell the difference.
Well, then they die.
yeah.
Yep.
I'll throw them that way.
Alrighty. So, I'll see you all next week.
So, yeah.
For even crazier
Uh.
shit to happen.
Yes, where we find out how you guys wiggle your way out of a certain moral conundrum.
There's not really any moral conundrum to Fulton.
Yeah, the dwarf has to go.
Well, moral conundrum solved. Apparently.
I am the sad.
I don't really mean that.
To be
Dwarf
fair,
is
he
sad.
is being forced to do something evil. There's not much fault in it. I mean, it's a problem, but he's having to do something evil. Fulton doesn't let that happen. Unfortunately, Grozin is not going to be able to stop under his own power, so he has to be stopped under not of his own power.
Most likely,
Yeah, it's just that we don't have to necessarily go lethal on him.
No, we have to at least render him unconscious or completely immobile.
Yeah.
well, I'm going to go
cut
play
off
some
the-
Civ 5.
Let's cut off the arms, legs, and beard. I'm sure that can't go wrong.
Oh, for fuck.